Should be good to go now, one would think. Welcome back to Danganronpa. Hello, Despair, because I think one of my favorite characters dies this chapter. So that's rather unfortunate. Also, it's the class trial, so I don't have to do any voice acting, so that's nice, isn't it?
And vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive.
Although my voice has recovered a little bit. Whoops, I think I skipped that. I'm sorry, Monokuma, I didn't mean to cut you off. I know you're going on your important monologue that you've done like 3 times already, so it doesn't fucking matter at all, does it?
Whoever survives will be treated to a fancy lunch. Guess what? Rabbit curry is on the menu.
Is that Monami by any chance?
Huh? I'm not the main ingredient, right?
I'm here today because Coach Nekomaru risked his life.
Wow, I'm actually surprised she's able to contemplate such a thing. Holy shit.
I'm gonna be the one who
I thought the only thing was on her mind was hot dogs, or dick, or both.
I'm definitely not tempted by curry. Got it?
Yeah, I think that's the dick talking, honestly.
Akane, you seem to have an impressive amount of drool flowing from your mouth.
Yeah, drool, that's what it is. Wink.
Hey, why don't we try going over the incident?
He's like, I don't think that's drool.
We weren't able to leave Strawberry House.
Drool doesn't smell like paste.
We get a detailed understanding.
I discovered Nekomaru's body a little before 7 a.m.
So you were the first to discover it, were you?
I headed over to Grape Tower for Monica.
Very odd indeed. That La Princess is the first one to discover the deceased.
Hajime was with Miss Sonia and Chiaki that early in the morning?
Don't get it wrong, Kazuichi, I'm only interested in Chiaki. Sonia can fuck off.
Don't tell me you 3 were together since last night!
What if I told you we were?
Imbecile! I am not some woman with flexible legs.
Of course you're not. You're much classier than that.
Or is she?
With legs like those, I could probably do the splits real easy.
That's the idea.
We just happened to run into each other on the first floor of Grape House. We went to the tower together.
And then, the 3 of us discovered...
So that's something really good about Danganronpa, is the personalities of all the characters really blend and mesh well together. Like, Akane is very ditzy, but she's like so innocently stupid, but like she has all the sex appeal and stuff.
The body discovery announcement.
But she totally doesn't understand any of it for shit.
Heard that and rushed over.
We heard the body discovery announcement too, from Strawberry House, obviously. As I recall, we found out the elevator was out of order, which left us stuck.
So we decided to go to the tower for the time being. And
Does Morgan Freeman become God in that one movie? Forgot what it was.
But someone even broke Strawberry.
You know what I'm talking about, though.
We couldn't go.
I'm pretty sure, at least. Otherwise, I'm gonna sound like a fucking idiot.
Thinking we should at least find some method to communicate, we set our sights on the lounge telephone.
Telephone.
Forget these boring intros. Let's talk about the killer. Anyway, it's definitely someone from Strawberry House.
What makes you say that? What do you have against strawberries, Akane? What did they do to you?
What do you mean, definitely?
Is that why you grew up in such a rough part of town? Strawberries killed your parents? And you're like Batman? Except you're not, but you kinda are?
Would kill someone so cruelly. So it must be one of you Strawberry House dudes.
Dudes, yeah. Thanks for assuming our genders, Akane.
One of you better hurry.
Although it was like 2012, I think, when this game came out.
You're the cruelest one
Oof.
here.
Now.
Kazuichi's like, she can break me in half any day.
We need to think about this seriously.
I'd rather Sonia break me in half, but I guess I'll settle for that.
We don't have the
Seeing as
luxury
how he
of
doesn't stand a
thinking
fucking
about
chance
this.
with her. Cuck.
The incident this time has many questions.
The incident notwithstanding...
She's too busy
I
sucking
also
off
have
Gundam
questions.
in the background, and nobody knows.
Something even Miss Sonia can understand. The weapon.
Why would she be able to understand the weapon? Yeah. Huh?
Well, the weapon is obvious, right?
Is it?
What the heck, you guys? The weapon. You can totally tell just by looking.
The only thing at the crime scene that looked like a weapon was probably... That's not the hammer, that doesn't make any fucking sense. Hammer didn't have any scuff marks on it. Okay, so I have to contradict somebody?
Guess we
Yes.
should figure out the weapon first.
Yep.
The weapon was right there at the scene.
Fuck off. That lost me time for shooting the purple stuff.
No, the hammer. The killer used that hammer
Okay, I gotta remember to slow down time.
and beat the crap out of him.
Nah.
No, that's wrong.
No, you're dumb. Says Hajime.
No, I can't accept that hammer was the murder weapon.
Why not? Why can't you accept it?
A lot of oil.
Because it was
flowing
brand
through
new.
Nekomaru's body, just like human.
And the hammer would have been coated with oil had it been used to strike him. And scratched, maybe, because he's made of metal.
The hammer was used to beat
Come on, you're a fucking mechanic, dude. This isn't rocket science. It's some sort of science,
Hammer
but...
was clean. So that's why you can't accept
Oh, you know what that is? That's the hammer from Super Smash Bros. Melee. That's what that is. The most dangerous item in existence. Except for when the head pops up when you're about to smack your mate, and then you're just fucked. And then you just sit there with the stick for a while, and you're like, well, this sucks.
Why?
And then he side smashes you and fucking flies you off the stage, and you're at like 90% and you get fucked.
The murder weapon.
Then why bother cleaning the oil? If they didn't want it to look suspicious, they would have discarded the hammer.
You're pretty insightful, baby gangsta.
Baby gangster? Me?
He's the boss baby gangsta.
Just so you all know, I was trying to test you guys.
Akane, what the fuck?
I thought maybe you guys mistook the hammer for the weapon or something.
Yeah, maybe somebody hit you in the head with it, which is why you're so concerned, because you're a retard.
It seems that was a waste of time.
It seems Kazuichi has mental impairment.
Then what was the real weapon used to murder Nekomaru?
AIDS, that's what it was.
That's the problem. There wasn't anything else at the crime scene that looked like a potential weapon.
Yeah, looked like a potential weapon.
Then, how about we look at it from a different angle?
Ah, Chiaki's already figured it out with the angle pun. Good job.
If it doesn't have
Proud of you.
oil on it, it's not the weapon. So whatever has oil on it must be the weapon, right?
The actual weapon has oil on it, but if it's something at the crime scene that had oil on it, the pillar?
I see. The only thing with
See, the way Danganronpa is structured is you're just going through possibilities until you narrow it down to the answer. But even if you've come to the conclusion, you can't get there. You have to do all the, like, meager, put the sandwich together piece by piece by piece, do it step by step. You can't skip steps. It doesn't work like that. You can't take stairs two at a time. You have to do it one by one, which is kind of frustrating at times. Because, like, shit would be obvious, but you have to go through all the fucking rigmarole bullshit of all the dialogue and the text and the options just to come to the answer that you already had in your head, but you don't know exactly how they want you to do it. So you either lose health, or you get your ass kicked, or you gotta restart the trial and you fail, and it's kind of fucking annoying, honestly.
100% of your muscle strength.
You gotta treat all the characters as if they're not smart enough to know anything. Like, you have to look at them like they're all babies and you're feeding them the information.
Why?
we tried to move it.
Because even if you've come to several conclusions in your head and you were right about 90% of them, the characters don't know. So it's like, you have to feed off of each other's, like, testimonies and, you know, shit like that and throw everything together for everybody from the start. Didn't I tell you?
Yeah, that pillar was pretty freaking heavy. But there's
You
one
look pretty
dude
freaking heavy as well. Look at them knockers you have. Jesus. You look like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, except slightly browned.
Who are you talking about?
That's not racist.
Coach Nekomaru
Don't look at me like that,
broke my
Fuyuhiko.
With that dude's super strength, lifting a pillar would be real easy.
So, he lifted the pillar, and then what? Did he use it to beat himself?
You mean Nekomaru killed himself?
Don't be stupid. He ain't the type to commit suicide.
So why would he use the pillar? Why would he pick it up to begin with? Are you retarded?
Then even if Nekomaru could have lifted that pillar, it has nothing to do with the case at all.
Well, I guess you're right.
I'll just stick this finger in my ear. Maybe I'll find some common sense, maybe.
What the heck?
But it does bother me a little. That word, suicide. Don't listen to Nagito, that's your fault. By the way, the fourth murder of the Killing School Life was apparently ruled a suicide. Huh? No, that shouldn't matter. There's no way Nekomaru would commit suicide.
But that's a problem. If it's not the pillar, then there's no other weapon we can think of.
There may be a way to use
I know a
the
weapon.
without
Gundam has a very nice cook.
Huh? For reals?
Yep, for reals. Gundam's like, you know it, bitch.
Yes, for reals.
I see. So my gut was right after all. All right. It's up to you, Sonia. Prove that pillar was the murder weapon.
Understood. Then I
If you
shall
do not
set
believe
my
me, I shall sentence you all to death. It's like, okay, the pillar was the murder weapon. Ha 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 ha.
Sonia, here I go.
Way to talk to yourself in third person like that. That's not weird at all. Nope. What's going on? Pillar fragments? Is that what we're doing?
There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted,
Yes.
beating
Maybe?
him with it is beyond a dream.
If I had to
What
inference...
about tipping the pillar over?
Nice.
No, that's wrong.
Fucking nailed it, man. I just guessed, too. Holy shit, man. I am good at randomly succeeding,
There should have been fragments on top of his body.
but I'm horrible at actually trying
Huh?
or accomplishing anything.
The pillar fragments were
Keep in mind, I have not seen this game in like 2.5 years, so...
If the pillar had been tipped over and crushed him, the fragments should have been on top of his body instead.
Right.
I briefly considered that too. But it's probably
Yeah,
not what
probably
happened.
not what happened. He probably screwed the pillar, and then some weird stuff happened, and then, one thing led to another, and now Nekomaru is dead. That's why you stay abstinent until you get married.
I see. That was entirely my bad.
If they didn't
That's alright, at least you're making effort, and not like this dumb bitch.
Maru with that pillar.
How much longer are you gonna focus on the pillar? Just let it go already.
Yeah, she's quite focused on pillars, isn't she, Kazuichi?
There's no way I can
Just
let
like you're interested in bathroom cams. Fucking weirdo.
Maru was killed by that pillar.
That's what it is. Kazuichi is Dr. Disrespect. That's what it is.
Why are you so certain about that?
I just have a feeling.
A feeling, huh? That's just your instincts.
But we can't.
Not to throw shade at the guy, I hardly know him, so I can't really say shit, so... Huh?
There's another way to use that pillar to kill. You guys just haven't noticed it.
Is that true?
A stationary object?
Then I shall ask you, what way is that?
Man, sure wish I could get killed by a pillar right now. If you know what I mean. But Hajime's still playing hard to get.
You guys, same as usual. You're unable to clear a path to the future with your own powers, so you just stand there and falter.
Yeah, see, now, notice how Nagito's being really condescending, and he's treating everybody like shit, and he's not praising them anymore?
What a waste of talent. And you all intend to fight the future.
There's a
Foundation?
reason for that.
You make me laugh.
What did you say?
Regardless.
He said you're a fucking cuck, Kazuichi.
the rest of you. So I
Maybe you
guess
should
I
put your mouth to good fucking use instead of using it to talk about how much you want to bone Sonia all the time.
Hey, Nagito. What the hell happened to you? How come you're not talking like a lunatic anymore?
I've learned a valuable lesson. Ignorance is by far the greatest shame.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Huh? What do you mean?
Who cares?
Nagito knows something they all don't, and he's not gonna tell them because he's a prick.
Well, first of all, the pillar itself is not enough. But when combined with a specific item, there's a way it could be possible.
A specific item?
Of course, the ultimate weapon. Ultimate weapon?
Not gonna tell you guys what it is,
The thing
but you should know it by now.
Final dead room?
So, Nagito knows what the ultimate weapon is?
Part of it is knowledge.
Of course I know. But I'm pretty sure everyone else has seen it, you know? We've seen it?
That's right. You've seen it clearly.
Now the rain is gone, says Gundam.
Because I, the one who has claimed dominion over evil, am the ultimate weapon.
That voice is the ultimate weapon.
I am he who cuts the insolent
Makes all the girlies' girlhoods tremble.
from the chaos with
In
the
fear.
sword of victory. It's only fitting that I deserve to be called the ultimate weapon.
No, you are far greater than the ultimate weapon. since you wield your 4 dark devas of destruction.
I see.
It's like, oh fuck, you're turning me on.
I don't know why.
I must hide my embarrassment with my purple scarf. Yeah, because it's not you, Kazuichi. It's called jealousy and being a cuck.
Cut the bullshit and say it clearly. What is the ultimate weapon?
In order to clarify that,
First we'd need some bullshit. But we don't have any bullshit because there's no animals. Otherwise we would have had food. Also, there's no animals in this theme park.
Huh? The secret of the funhouse?
Although, you know, I guess they could go get a cow. But that would involve getting out of the funhouse, wouldn't it?
Jeez, get it together. You're supposed to be the symbols of hope, aren't you?
Well, having faith in Akane to realize anything is kind of a fruitless effort.
Ah, I forgot. Except for Hajime, of course.
Except for Hajime?
Yeah, see? No Nagito's being nice to me. I don't have a talent, but he's still being nice to me. There's also a reason for that as well.
If we make it out of this, I'll explain it to you guys.
Anyway, we must first...
Well, except for the person who dies,
Right?
the murderer, Hajime. They're gonna die not knowing shit about you. So, sucks for them, right?
Then I think it must have something to do with this...
Imagine that Hajime is like a total narcissist and he's going on prattling about how impressive he is and like all about himself. And there's like a murder victim and somebody about to be executed and Hajime's just not shutting the fuck up about himself.
Strawberry Tower, and Grape House leads to Grape Tower.
That'd be great, wouldn't it?
But in actuality, they are both the same building, and both houses are linked to the central tower.
Exactly. That's why I said the orientation of the funhouse is incredibly important. That's why this chapter is really, really well done.
Man, not only does that make perfect sense, but Miss Sonia's beautiful voice is just so soothing.
What if Sonia sounded like that one lady from Monsters, Inc. where she's like, always watching Wazowski.
Faux show. I shall leave this matter to your discretion.
Faux show. The two houses are connected to the tower in the middle. I thought that at first too, but I ended up finding proof that completely contradicts that. Strange feeling in tower. With the pad. Come on, come on, come on. Strange feeling in tower. Last bullet to show up. Poggers. Did it. Figured it out. Easy. I should be a detective, me.
Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower
Yeah.
are actually the exact same place.
Oh, wait.
So that's the secret of the funhouse.
I don't think I'm contradicting that.
It's weird to say they're both the same place. I mean, the walls are different colors.
No, I'm not contradicting that.
And the designs on the floor are also different.
Not contradicting any of that.
We've already settled this problem. Give it 10 years before you argue with Miss Sonia.
Oh, shut up, Kazuichi, please. This whole time we've been thinking the two towers are the same building, but that was the only mystery. There's no way Nagito would mention it here.
In truth, Strawberry
So am I
Tower
supposed to
and Grape
contradict
Tower
Sonia?
are actually the exact same place.
Oh, I am.
No, that's wrong.
Whoops. Alright, I had it right the first time and I'm just dumb. Alright. Fair enough.
Both of those towers, are they really the same place?
Why are you asking that now? Do you harbor a grudge because my kingdom destroyed your homeland?
Hajime,
Oof.
I won't tolerate any sort of rebellion.
Kazuichi, pull the Sonia dick out of your ears and shut the fuck up, you cotton candy-haired, hot topic fuck.
I mean,
Alright?
doesn't it seem strange?
Hmm?
When we went to Grape Tower from Grape Hall, Nekomaru's body was in front of the door to Strawberry Hall. But when we went to Strawberry Tower from Strawberry Hall, his body was in front of the door to Grape Hall.
Right.
It's probably some kind of trick, like the floor rotating 180 degrees or something. If it is, then see? That means it could have passed as the exact same place, right?
If so, then what? Do you seriously think such a simple answer is the correct answer?
Does that mean he's wrong?
Oops.
Maybe the floor didn't rotate 180 degrees, but maybe something else did.
If the floor didn't rotate, then that means we need to think about the structure of the building again.
Exactly.
Bow down.
Oof. Yes, ma'am.
Then
Fucking
how
brrr.
Somebody moved Nekomaru's body.
How? He's a giant hunk of metal. I don't see you benching like hundreds of pounds, lady.
Well, we were moving from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower, but we should have all been together during that time. Even if they tried to move the body inside the tower.
Then Monokuma did it.
What?
While we were moving.
No, Monokuma can't interfere with evidence. That's bullshit.
But Nekomaru's body wasn't the only thing moved. Are you saying the broken pillar was moved too?
If it is too heavy to carry, let them roll it.
It would still be rather heavy. Alright, you know what? Tell you what. Go to Greece, knock over a pillar with some explosives, like a terrorist. A blonde, sexy terrorist, right? Princess, by the way. Super Mario Bros. Style. And then try and roll it yourself. See how well that goes for you, honestly.
Just like if there's no bread.
Although she is blonde, maybe she's like a Super Saiyan in secret or something, and she's like a Super Saiyan princess. And then she'll scream for like 20 episodes and then move the pillar that way. That'd be great, wouldn't it? I love this music, by the way. Oil on the floor, I think is what I'm doing.
There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled.
Nah.
And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
I decree you're full of shit. Yeah, Advance. Game Boy Advance. You're welcome, Nintendo. I'll expect my check in the next couple weeks.
You have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong. Wielding the power of the future with the pillar of the body, he could have moved it all easy as pie.
I should have read that. Oh, come on. What do you mean, retreat? I missed one word, you cunt! I missed one word! That I slashed like 5 times, by the way. Fuck you, game. Dog shit. That was not my fault. I'm not accepting responsibility for that bullshit. That was not my fault at all. I'm sorry, but that was not my fault.
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong. Wielding the power of the future with the pillar of the body, everything he could have moved.
No, I wanted to. I forgot what the button was. God damn it. It's triangle. Shut up, game.
Monokuma is surprisingly strong. Wielding the power of the pillar that he could have moved.
No! Oh my god, what the fuck is with this game? Fuck!
Many different ways.
So frustrating. I know what the answer is, and it won't let me do it. So you gotta cut everything a specific way at a specific time, in a specific direction.
Piece by piece. I decree it was
I know what the fucking answer is, but I'm getting fucked because the game is dumb. It's alright, we got this. Just be patient. Just cut the first yellow thing, and then wait, stop time, and then press triangle. That's all you gotta do. Easy.
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong. Wielding the power of the future, the pillar of the body, everything
Shut
at
up.
the crime scene.
What? What?
He could have moved it all easy as pie.
The...
It seems
That's the right thing, though.
Monokuma is surprisingly strong.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Power of the future with the pillar of the body, everything at the crime scene.
That's what I did the first time and it flashed red. What? Dude, no, that's broke. You saw. I pressed triangle and it popped up red like it was wrong. You saw. That's dog shit. Game is full of shit then. I call bullshit on that. That is not right. Fuck you, game. Again, not my fault. I knew what the answer was, too.
Then it's impossible to think it was moved.
Yeah, you sit there and rock back and forth with your fucking seizure-like tendencies and your little weird square box. Maybe Kazuichi can join you.
Miss Sonia is awesome to watch.
So what really happened?
Yeah, I bet it is.
Does that mean the two towers aren't the same?
Bet she'd be awesome to watch on a fucking pole in your dreams. Or maybe when you roofie her, because you're weird. And freaky.
Not when the experiment.
And very likely a sexual predator, Kazuichi.
Was a complete success.
Yeah, the E-handbook was still there. That's why we thought the two towers were the same building.
The Twin Towers? What?
If they're not the same building or two different buildings, then what are they?
No idea, huh?
Well, she probably has more of an idea than you do, so I'd shut your fucking mouth if I were you. This mystery ties into the secret of the funhouse, but we don't have enough clues to solve that mystery. Then the only thing we can do is rely on the one person who has those clues.
Hey, Nagito. I thought it would come to this.
Finally coming around, eh, Hajime?
Fine.
Want to come back with me to my love hotel?
Big hint that can help you solve
Says
the secret
Nagito.
of the funhouse.
Give us the answer, not a friggin' hint.
But then it wouldn't mean
No, you gotta work for it, Kazuichi. He's never gonna just give it to you all up front. You gotta earn it.
It's also
And Nagito will make you very, very do promiscuous things, because he's weird. Determine. Is he talking about the traitor? So why did Nagito say that all of a sudden? Did something happen to him?
How do we know your hint is any good? It's suspicious that you're the only one who knows it.
He's not the only one that knows it.
I have a good reason for that. The reason
Somebody else
I'm
has
the
to have
only
known
one
it.
who knows it is because I was the only one who performed the appropriate action.
He performed the appropriate action in order to learn the secret? Could he be talking about...
I see.
You're talking about the final dead room, right? You cleared the life-threatening game there and found something, didn't you?
That's right. The hint is what I
That's
thought
right.
after I
Ding ding. Which is what you make my fucking pants do, Hajime, so get over here, you little bitch.
In the depths of the final dead room, there was a hidden room surrounded by concrete. And there, a small conspicuous window waited.
Oh my god, the final dead room is Nagito's love hotel the whole time. That's why there's only one window, and it's walled with cement and weapons. Oh god. Hajime, run.
From that window, I saw some very
I bet you'd see some very strange scenery if you were to look in from that window.
Strange scenery?
This is getting pretty hot. Go on.
Instead of explaining it, it might be faster just to show you.
Oh, look at all those X's. Jesus.
At an
That's rough.
opportune time,
I think Ibuki should have been spray paint or something, because she's kind of punkish. That would have been neat.
Took a picture?
Yep.
Of my junk to send to Hajime. Over Snapchat. Nagito grinned creepily as he retrieved a small digital camera from his inner pocket. Uh-oh. What is he gonna show us? Is he gonna show us various pictures of Hajime in his bedroom doing certain things? You know, creeping outside the window whenever I'm changing clothes. Some shit like that.
This is it.
Sounds like Nagito, to be honest. And as he said that, he showed us a peculiar picture. Uh-oh. Shield your eyes, children. Oh, never mind.
Let me explain it.
It's a Bob Ross picture of some happy trees. And some happy clouds. That's all it is.
I took this picture on the first floor of Strawberry House, from the secret room within the final dead room. But don't you think it's weird? If the funhouse's structure is what you guys have been thinking, then there's lots of things that don't make sense in this picture, right?
Yeah, like why are we so high up in the fucking air? Lots of things that shouldn't make sense in this picture.
Then let's begin. Shall I call it thinking time?
Also, this might be a fuckfest, because I know you have to point to a specific place, but I don't know what place that is. So, what doesn't make sense in this picture? What, down here?
Here!
Yeah! Got it first try.
You said this photo was taken from the hidden room inside the final dead room, right?
Easy. I'm like, I love how I might fuck this up, and then boom, instant
That's
success.
the case.
That's good, right?
It should
Yeah.
have been taken from the first floor of Strawberry House.
Yeah, it should have been.
Then, this is definitely strange.
In the neighborhood, who are you gonna
This
call?
photo doesn't look like it was
Nagito
taken from the
Komaeda?
floor. The angles suggest it was taken from higher up.
Mm-hmm.
I see. And is that it?
Nagito said there's lots of things that don't make sense in this photo, which means there are other contradictions contained in it. Uh-oh. What doesn't make sense in this picture? What, the tower? Okay. The hall? Nope, that's not it. Sky?
Here!
What?
If the structure of the funhouse is what we thought it was, Grape House and Strawberry House should link to the tower in the middle.
Oh, but there's no grape house in the distance, I see.
Which means, if you're viewing the tower from Strawberry House, you should see Grape House behind it.
I understand, okay, I get it. Fair enough.
But in this photo, I don't see anything behind the tower. No shadow, no shape.
This is what's supposed to lead you to believe that the two houses are stacked on top of each other. And there's just one hall that leads to the pillar.
That's right. Good call. In summary, this is the truth contained in this photo.
We're really high up in the air, and the buildings are on top of each other.
The first floor of Strawberry House is located in a high area, and Grape House is not behind the tower.
Therefore, where must Grape House be? If we're high in the air, and he was in Strawberry House when he took the picture, that must mean Strawberry House is on top of Grape House, yes?
It's not. Are you saying that Grape House is merely an illusion spell cast by Monokuma's cursed eye?
Absolutely.
From this point on, do your own thinking. Now that you've finally met the same requirements as me, if you guys are truly symbols of hope, you can easily solve a simple mystery like
I don't know
this.
about easily. I'm a dumb shit, Nagito, so.
It might be possible for Hajime to solve it too, even though he's just a normal high school student. Despite the fact that you don't have a real talent.
He's like, wow, Nagito, way to fucking put my dick in the meat grinder. Thanks, buddy. Prick. The other clue. Is he talking about that one time? Yeah, where he showed up randomly. Why, hello there, Hajime. Nagito, why are you here? I've come to pull you back to my place in my red van. You showed up? How'd you even come here? Maybe I teleported. As to not be seen by the police when I kidnap you in my red van and take you back to my love hotel.
You're referring to when you suddenly appeared on the second floor of Grape House, right?
I'm asking you just to be safe. At the time, where do you think I came from?
Heaven.
Top floor, right?
Such sharp eyes. So you realized it already.
Exactly.
Top floor. So the third floor?
Yeah.
But the Monokuma archive should be the only room on the third floor of Grape House.
What does it mean?
Was that thing just now another hint to figuring out the mystery behind the funhouse's structure? The reason Nagito appeared from the third floor. Using the photo he took, I might be able to find the answer if I just think about it. Alright, let's do this. Logic dive. More like illogical dive, because I'm gonna fucking bump into so much shit and fall off like 15 times. How do I jump? Triangle, alright. I had a feeling it was triangle. Good thing I remembered my shapes, otherwise I might be a little bit dicked. Also, I'm now permanently scared of shapes. God damn it. That was so not fair. Dude, they're popping up right in front of me. How the fuck? Unbelievable. Unfucking believable. They pop up literally right in front of you, and you have, like, hardly any time to do anything. That's such dog shit. Yes, they both exist. Absolutely. Gonna play Bloodstained or what? I don't know what Bloodstained is. I know it's a platformer side-scrolly thing, but I'm not really into those, honestly. Fucking goddamn it. The game forces you to go fast, and then it fucking does this to you. That's unreal. Okay, watch for the shapes. Slow down a little bit. This is ridiculous, honestly. Oh, fuck me. Ah! Fucking hell. A Strawberry House and Grape House the same building, or two different buildings? They're different buildings. No, they're the same building. Shit. I misinterpreted that question. Fucking misinterpreted the question. God fucking damn it. Fuck you, game. Honestly. Mind fucking me with your stupid shapes. I'll read chat in a minute. This is really annoying to do, honestly. It's kind of just frustrating because they keep popping up shapes like out of nowhere and you bump into them and you have no time to move. But the game forces you to go fast, which is really fucking infuriating. How are Strawberry House and Grape House positioned with each other? Vertically. Wouldn't be horizontally, that doesn't make any sense. What's up, Soul? How's it going? Finishing Chapter 4 of Danganronpa. I did a recent playthrough of Neo, and I only had 7 deaths throughout my whole playthrough. And they were basically all memes. I died to some wheelie demon that wouldn't fuck off at all. And just kept following me. And I couldn't do anything, so it pushed me into fire. And then I died to Hanzo on one of the dojo missions because I couldn't parry him at all. And he kept fucking with me and interrupting my heals, so I got fucked on Hanzo once. And then, I was using the spear, and the red demons, if you don't hit them in the horn, they can one-shot you. So I got one-shot like 4 times. Because the positioning on the spear to hit him in the head is really, really fucky. So those were all my deaths, honestly. If it wasn't for all that meme bullshit, I would have had a no-death Neo run for the base game, and I'm pretty happy with that. That means I've drastically improved. I also figured something out about Neo. Apparently you don't need PS Plus to play it online, which I did not know. I was not aware of it. So what I did is I turned from offline to online, and then Revenants started showing up all over the place. And you can get DLC gear from the Revenants, even if you don't have the DLC. Like, you can get weapons and armor and shit. The only thing that you cannot get is the weapon types that come with the DLC. Like, you can't get any Tonfa drops, and you can't get any, Odachi drops. But you can get, like, spears and shit and armor from the DLC that you wouldn't normally have if you didn't have it. So that's kinda neat.
Which means Strawberry House and Grape House.
It's also much easier to farm glory now, because you just fight Revenants. And it's cool because the Revenants actually fight like the players did in the game, like when they died. Like, it actually takes character data from people that play. And then I'm guessing it just basically creates a simulation of what it'd be to fight that person. It's pretty neat. It's a really awesome system, honestly. I think that's what Souls should have done. Plus the gear drops is pretty neat. Yeah, the floor's above Grape House. Because Grape is on the bottom, Strawberry's on the top. Right, Nagito? Yeah. So we're about midway through the trial. I want to say we're pretty close to halfway, if not at halfway. What's up, Rain Man? How's it going? How's everybody doing? Dude, oh my god, like, the shittiest thing happened yesterday. So, something was going on with our water, so the water was not working. So, as you can imagine, no showers, no making food that involves water, no washing your hands, no washing clothes, none of that. So, I really had to go shit yesterday, and it was awful, because there was no water. It was absolute ass. It sucked so bad. But what I ended up doing is I did something smart. I went down to the AM/PM down from my house, and it's like maybe a 5-minute walk. So I basically just went to the AM/PM at like 3 or 4 in the morning when I had to go to the bathroom, and I basically just told them our water shut off and I can't shit, so could I use the bathroom, please? And the dude there was like looking at me like really confused. He's like, yeah, I guess so. It was just like a really weird scenario. It was pretty funny though. Also, I finally thought of another game that I really want to play, but I have to go out and buy it. I'll give you a hint. It's 3 games in 1. And they're quite old. They're remakes of a very old PS1 game. But I really want to play them on stream at some point. What is that, like Punked, but it's like Monokuma? So it's Monokuma'd. Yeah, the building was gay the whole time. That's why it's called Strawberry House.
That's right. Those 2 houses exist on different floors in the same building.
Constructing a building like that on your own without my knowledge?
Well, it's not like you can't see it from the outside, you blind fuck.
And what about the towers? Are they arranged vertically?
Fuyuhiko only has 1 eye, and he could see that, if he was paying attention.
Yeah, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower should have also been different floors inside the same building. Just like Strawberry House was on top of Grape House.
Yeah.
Strawberry Tower was also on top of Grape Tower.
However, if they're different floors within the same building, why was Nekomaru's body in both places?
His body wasn't in both places, it was in one place.
Aw, your precious hammies don't know. But
We've already established that, haven't we?
Alrighty then. I'll
Because if we put the pad in the tower, and the pad didn't move, and we put it in the place where Nekomaru's body was, and Nekomaru's body didn't move, that must mean they were in the same place.
Oh, I see. Do whatever you like.
She's like, I don't fucking care.
Oh, definitely make her watch me. I'm gonna stand out
Become a male stripper, there you go. Easy. Make all the girlies watch you at the same time, get paid for it. Simple. Although he's not really attractive, is he? Plus, he's a bit creepy. They probably wouldn't let him do that to begin with. What am I doing?
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
Wait, what? I should have paid attention.
Dumbass.
Chain?
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
Wait, what?
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent, Gundam!
Wait.
No fair! You totally stole my spotlight!
Dude, I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy talking about male strippers. What the fuck's going on?
Shut up! Just pick one of them!
I don't know which one to pick. A dummy of Nekomaru's body existed? Does that mean the killer prepared it in advance? But is something like that even possible?
I'm gonna solve this mystery.
I don't fucking know.
And hurry up, dumbass.
One of the bodies in one of the...
Can I review evidence? Because I'm gonna need to do that for this, honestly. I don't know what to use.
towers
I honestly don't know what to use.
was actually a dummy.
You mean a fake body?
Well, I didn't shoot at the fucking white words. I shot it at the other thing.
It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent!
Wait, am I supposed to absorb something?
No fair! You totally stole
Maybe
my
I'm supposed to absorb something? I don't know. I honestly don't know. This is gonna be touch and go for a minute.
Shut up! Just pick one of them.
I can't glean anything from this. I don't know.
I'm gonna solve this mystery.
It's either the chain or this.
And hurry up, dumbass.
It's either the chain or this Monokuma file thing, I think.
Bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
Okay, that's not it. Well, I don't fucking know. It's not like the game is exactly like...
And hurry up, dumbass.
One of the bodies
It's not like the game is very direct. Like, you have to assume certain things.
dummy.
Maybe I'm not supposed to
You mean a fake body?
contradict him.
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body.
Oh, fuck. I don't know. Walkthrough time, because this is fucking irritating. To Trial 4, walkthrough, because I'm not putting up with this stupid fucking game. It's just irritating. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I've done all that, done all that, done all that. What? Strange feeling in tower, bullet for dummy. What?
Damn it!
How the...
I'm gonna solve this mystery.
How would that fucking correlate to that at all?
Hurry up, dumbass.
Or is this like cementing my theory that there was only one body or whatever? Or that they were the same place or whatever?
No, that's wrong.
I don't know. I don't get the connection with that yet. The game, how it expects you to inference certain things is really fucking cryptic and vague sometimes.
Me?
Remember? When we moved from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower.
Okay, so if it was his account in the first place that I'm arguing him with, why did he do it in the first place? That's stupid.
Thought the body had moved. And that's when you
Shouldn't have made an argument to begin with if it was his account that I'm frickin' combating him with. That's retarded. Not just that, the parts that I carefully arranged when I disassembled the body all moved too.
Right up until that moment, you were disassembling Nekomaru's body at Great Tower, right?
Oh yeah, so he could cement that it was real, not a fake.
You've known how you'd take apart his body, so they couldn't have built a dummy.
Unless Kazuichi was the one who built the dummy, then it would
Well,
be...
Kazuichi is a dummy, so therefore I don't believe he'd be able to build another one, although he is the ultimate mechanic.
That's a pretty harsh joke.
Ultimate McCuck, maybe.
You are joking, right?
It's alright. Kazuichi is not the killer.
Yeah, he's too fucking stupid.
If he was, he wouldn't have fixed the elevator or
Yeah, that's
the
very
dummy
true,
in
honestly.
Strawberry Hall. It'd be much
He wouldn't have made an effort to solve the case if he was the murderer. Unless you're like a stupid murderer, or you want to get caught. Speaking of murderers who want to get caught, you know what I marathoned the other night? I watched all the Sleepaway Camp films. They're like an 80s slasher. You guys should go watch those, but only honestly watch the first one. The first one is so fucking good. I can't recommend it enough. It's so horrible, but it's so good. The ending is fucking insane. It's bananas, it really is. So go watch that if you haven't. That's Sleepaway Camp, by the way. Go watch that.
Nekomaru's body,
If you like slasher movies, definitely watch it.
even though it was supposed to be on different floors.
Maybe it was simply moved? The body moved?
Gotta miss the 80s, man. Even though I wasn't born in the 80s, but they had some good films, definitely.
A device like that? A device that moves things to different floors in the same building?
That would be an elevator. A device that transports things to different floors in the same building. I feel like I've seen that before. Maybe even ridden in one. Alright, let's do this. I don't remember how to play this at all. See, I'm not gonna need the O for a while. Not gonna need the A for a while. Not gonna need that for a while. Not gonna need that for a while. Give me an E. Give me an E. Actually, I may need the L. Why is it not giving me an E? There we go. Give me another E. I'm not gonna need that for a while. Not gonna need that. That I'll need. These two can get blown up. Oh my god, aced it, dude. Aced it! Like a champ. Look at that. Pro plays, by the way. The one time I'll ever succeed at anything in my life.
Talking about an elevator.
What? Are you saying Nekomaru's body was transported using an elevator?
Where the hell is this elevator?
Don't you mean a dumb waiter from hell?
It's the tower itself.
Or something.
The inside of the tower is one big elevator. Which means the tower was designed so that the whole room goes up and down like an elevator.
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
So whether you enter from Strawberry Hall,
Yeah, it doesn't spin. It's a lift itself.
it all leads to the same room, right?
So that's why we could only enter it from one side or the other.
Yeah, that's why we had to wait for the thing to come. That makes sense. Alright.
Now that you mention it, sometimes when I pressed the door button, it took a while for it to open.
Yeah, see, that's a mindfuck in and of itself, honestly.
I see. We were basically waiting for the room to arrive, just like an elevator.
Please hold on. If the inside of the whole tower ascends and descends like an elevator, then why is there a picture of a strawberry on the far back door when you enter from Grape Tower?
Because it symbolizes where it leads to.
And a picture of a grape on the far back door when you enter from Strawberry Tower.
It doesn't correlate with each house.
If the room just moves up and down like an elevator, there's no reason for the doors to change.
That means that something else moves as well, is what that would mean.
Plus, after the incident, the far back door in Grape Tower had chains wrapped around it, right? But when we entered Strawberry Tower, those chains were gone.
Not just that, but if I remember correctly, even the doorknob was broken off.
Yeah, Nagito, what'd you do?
There are too many strange things. Was that tower really an elevator?
Yes.
When you see people and things, make sure you focus on the good parts instead of the bad.
What?
What did you say?
So, let's put aside what's changed and focus our attention on what hasn't.
Why do we have to do that?
I see.
It's fine. Come on. What does everything that hasn't changed have in common?
The things that didn't change when we moved between the two towers. That includes the body, the pillar, and the oil. We've been talking about that stuff for a while now. There shouldn't be anything strange about them, not even the fact that they all moved with the elevator. The one thing these all have in common,
I see.
they were all on the flow.
Is it safe to say that all the items on the floor didn't change? And?
Why did the picture on the far back door change? If you can figure that out, you'll have the answer. The reason is because that elevator has something unique about it.
There's something unique about that elevator?
I see. So that's it. The elevator was designed so only the floor moved.
Only the floor moved?
I love this little diagram.
An elevator, only the floor was. That's why we saw different doors in each tower. Which means on the first floor of Grape Tower, the door on the far back wall had a strawberry design. And on the fourth floor, which was Strawberry Tower...
Oh, did they think the doors were an elevator too?
Then, where do the different floors lead?
To either opposite tower, right?
I want to say they lead outside, but they're probably just for show.
Just for show? Why was something like
Just
that?
faux show.
So we'd falsely believe that the doors were connected to where their picture signified. It was actually very effective. Because of that, we totally misunderstood the building's structure.
Oh, I see. They were just there as a fucking... I see.
I don't get it. But I guess it means whoever designed this...
The doors don't lead anywhere at all. They're just walls made to look like doors. That's what it is.
Did you hear that, Monami?
They have nothing to do with the building structure at all. They're just there.
Don't blame this on me. Take responsibility for yourself.
I didn't understand that before, which is again why this chapter is such a mindfuck, and I think it's designed really, really expertly. Hell, I think I figured out Chapter 5 before I figured out this shit. And Chapter 5 is supposed to be really hard to figure out.
By the way, what does the chain on the far back door in Grape Tower mean?
Nothing, it's just a fucking
It was
cock-a-doodle-doo.
probably wrapped there by the killer to keep us as far from Strawberry Tower as possible.
Why?
You made to make you think that you can't enter Strawberry Tower at all.
Because of that chain. You guys thought you couldn't enter there, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like you said, I could probably use these parts to repair that button, but... Seriously! Hold on. That was Hajime. Whoops. Even if you do repair the button, what's going to happen to the chain on the other side of the door? Chain? The door that leads to Strawberry Hall has a chain wrapped around the doorknob. Even if you fix the button on the Strawberry Hall side, the door won't open as long as that chain is there. You don't need to worry about that at all. Huh?
The killer destroyed the Strawberry Hall button, so we'd stay away from Strawberry Tower.
Yeah, so the chain with the doorknob was just a ploy, right?
Everything was done to tamper with the evidence, so we wouldn't find out about the secret of
Yeah, it
the
just made it more confusing. Yeah, so like I said, the ultimate weapon was pretty much knowledge.
Predict what we thought we knew about the building. In that situation, if we'd gone to Strawberry Tower, we'd have seen that contradiction firsthand. And using that as a clue, we might have discovered the truth. the truth that the two houses and the two towers are actually one complete vertical building.
Right.
The killer wanted to keep us from learning that. That's why they made us stay away from Strawberry Tower.
They destroyed the button and wrapped a chain around the door just for that.
What do you mean just for that? That was fundamental.
Would it really have inconvenienced the killer if we learned the true structure of the building?
Absolutely.
It would have been a major inconvenience. After all, this funhouse is strongly connected to the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru.
Hold on. You're progressing much too quickly. There's still a contradiction concerning the building structure.
What a pain. It's fine already.
Gundam, please proceed.
God. God damn it.
You said earlier that Strawberry House and Grape House are connected vertically, right? If so, how does the contact elevator supposedly transport us from one house to the other?
I see. Now that you mention it, I completely forgot about that matter. Maybe the elevator doesn't move how you think. Maybe it doesn't move vertically, though. Maybe it does move vertically, but it also does something else.
Then, when your back is facing the elevator, both towers should be on the same side. But, does this reflect reality? Inside Grape House, Grape Hall is on your right when your back is to the elevator. And inside Strawberry House, Strawberry Hall is on your left when your back is to
Then that means the elevator rotates 180 degrees while still moving up and down, does it not? Yes, Kazuichi already fucking figured that out with the compass that Nagito gave him.
Answer me, fiend! What does this mean?
It means it's not your regular conventional elevator. That's what it means.
What does this mean?
I agree. What does this mean? It means you all are fucking retarded and you can't use common sense. If the two houses are connected vertically, the position of the tower should be the same in both houses. Maybe the elevator doesn't move just vertically. But in fact, when my back was facing the elevator in Grape House, the tower was on my right. And when my back was facing the elevator in Strawberry House, the tower was on my left. How can I break through this contradiction? Kazuichi's account. Because of the compass in the elevator.
If the two houses are connected vertically,
The elevator should move.
Oh shit, don't shoot the white stuff, shoot the purple stuff. I like purple, so... Shut up.
That's wrong.
I love your voice, but shut up.
The elevator wasn't just moving.
No more words. Shh. It's okay.
Isn't that right, Kazuichi?
Huh? Me?
Yeah, you, dickhead.
You used the elevator while you were holding that compass Nagito gave you.
Oh, that. Yeah, it was pretty strange. From start to finish.
It's not strange at all. It's pretty simplistic, actually, if you think about it.
Rotated 180 degrees.
That's what I love about this chapter, though. They give you, like, everything you need to piece shit together. But it's still done really expertly. Like, all the info is woven together really well.
Meaning, as the elevator moved between the
So you
two
can't make
houses,
certain inferences. Like, you have to make certain inferences, but you could be a little bit off, or you could be
also
completely
rotated
spot on.
180 degrees.
There's so much shit that is involved in this chapter.
It was probably following the building's perimeter as it rotated to the other
Yeah,
side.
see, this is the conclusion I came to when I was watching this the first time. I was like, okay, if I take in all the information that I have right now, that the towers were on opposite sides, but we've already established the buildings are connected vertically, and they're all one building, and the tower's connected on both floors, or whatever, and both halls lead to the same tower, with that information, and the elevator rotated 180 degrees, that must mean the elevator rotates horizontally, and it moves up and down vertically,
Which
to go
means
from
you
house to
had be
house.
on the opposite side once you arrived at the other house, right?
And thanks to that, the tower we saw on our right side when we
That's why I was so adamant about the elevator when I first saw this chapter. I was like, okay, either the houses revolve around the elevator or the elevator revolves around the houses. There's got to be something to do with this elevator. Because I'm not for one second thinking this elevator is just conventional, like it's normal. There's got to be some sort of, like, bullshit dickery with this elevator, and I was on the right track from the very beginning. Which is why I figured this shit out so well. The only thing I didn't understand is who killed the person. Because if you don't take into account one tiny little detail, you're not going to know who did it. until the very end of the trial, pretty much. So even if you have all this information, it's still really hard to tell who did it.
Well, a funhouse is an amusement park.
So, like, I had the right idea on this chapter, like, the way the funhouse is constructed and everything with the information I knew. And, like, how everything worked and how the towers were connected and the buildings were connected and the orientation of the building and the elevator moving. I figured all that shit out. But even with that information, this chapter is still constructed in a way where you can't know who the killer is unless you take into account one tiny, tiny, tiny little detail from way earlier, which you'll have likely forgotten about at this point. Unless you have a really, really, really good memory.
That's not splendid at all. You're inhuman.
Which is why I still believe this is possibly the best Danganronpa chapter they've ever made, honestly.
You say I'm inhuman, but I'm just a bear. So I was never human.
Because if you think about it, in V3, I had the first murder right. Well, yeah, I'm gonna say I had the first murder right, because the first murder is very important in V3. But I had it right, and I also thought of the possibility that I was wrong about a specific detail, which totally drastically changed the course of the game. So, no spoilerinos, but yeah. I had Chapter 1 right. Chapter 2 I had pretty much right, and my assumption was correct. Chapter 3, I'm gonna say I didn't know Chapter 3, but I had some details and shit definitely in the right place. I just didn't know who the killer was. Like, they make it super obvious, but Danganronpa mindfucks you in that, oh, it's too obvious, that can't be it. And then it's like, it is it, and you're just thinking like, oh yeah, it can't be that simplistic, but it actually is sometimes. So that mindfucks you, right? So that's what got me on Chapter 3. Chapter 4, I had pretty much entirely right. I mean, all the info was there, I pieced everything together pretty fucking well. There was one tiny little detail that I didn't really take into account, but I was right on the intention, just not about who did it. And then Chapter 5, I pretty much had right down to the nail, so.
I'm different from these lowly humans.
I'm pretty good at piecing this shit together. The only thing I can't really do is when the trials come around, I can't throw information together in a time crunch kind of scenario. Where it's like, I have to do a minigame and I have to contradict people with, like, vague evidence and cryptic bullshit. I'm not very good at doing that. I'll admit. Like, I have the knowledge, I just don't have the ability to be smart, you know?
What is the octagon? I haven't heard about that yet.
Oh my... I can't believe I have to explain that now. As long as you know what an octagon means, you can solve this simple mystery easily.
What an octagon means?
I see.
Octopus. That's what it means.
If I recall, an octagon is a shape with 8 sides, right?
I didn't expect you to know that. For a substitute reserve...
Knowledgeable of shapes?
You're quite knowledgeable.
Come on, man.
I guess
Give me more credit than that.
Where is the place befitting of the name Octagon?
The final dead room. It's the only place that connects. Right there.
Here.
You're talking about the secret room surrounded by concrete in the depths of the final dead room.
Why is that place the octagon?
You know how the 4-sided strawberry house is on top of the 6-sided grape house? If you cut a 4-sided shape out of a 6-sided one, you get 8 edges. It becomes an 8-sided shape.
That's basically the gist of it. The true identity of the octagon is that secret room in the depths of the final dead room. In actuality, that place contained various weapons.
Yep.
The ultimate weapon was there too?
That's a little different. I learned the true identity of the ultimate weapon at the octagon.
Learn?
The true identity of the ultimate weapon is the funhouse, which means the killer used the building structure as their weapon and killed Nekomaru.
Yep, good shit.
Like me, the killer probably realized the secret of the funhouse from the scenery, and then thought of a way to kill making use of the building structure.
With gravity.
The funhouse itself is the weapon, so they
Yup.
killed using the building structure?
That's why the killer tried to keep us from learning the mystery of the
See, like, when I was seeing this for the first time, I was trying to think of how the pillar would have been involved and what would have made the thud sound, because, like, when I was seeing this for the first time, I was like, okay, either that thud sound was something really heavy, or it was Nekomaru, because it kind of sounded metallic. So I'm guessing Nekomaru died. And then it's like, it was revealed Nekomaru died, right? And then I was like, okay, well, how would this work? And I was like, maybe somebody tied him to the pillar, and then he woke up, and then the pillar tipped over on him? And then I was like, no, that doesn't make sense. That'd be too simplistic. That's really stupid also. He wouldn't have the dent in his head. That doesn't make sense. Also, there wouldn't be dents in his body. That's really retarded. So I already threw away that kind of matter of thinking. And then I was going throughout the structure of the funhouse, figuring out all this information and tying the elevators and the houses together and shit like that. I was like, oh. And then I remembered the doorknob being, like, loose and falling off, and I was like, I see. I understand. I don't know who did it. But, like, I understand exactly how it went. I get it now. Given the structure of the funhouse, I totally understand. I was like, if they dropped him from the top to the bottom, I can understand how he'd die if he fell into the pillar, or something like that. I mean, the height alone would probably, like, easily kill somebody. Even a robot. It would just break him apart, probably. Just from the velocity at which you'd fall. Especially that massive weight, so. The funhouse is the true identity, the ultimate weapon. What does this mean? How did the killer use that to murder Nekomaru? And who's the killer who did that? Suspension? Yep, suspension. Why, hello there! I thought of a new bad word to call Monami. I can already tell I won't be pleased by this. Then let me say it right away. I'm already used to insults and slander. There's no way I'll get hurt by a mere word. Monami is a serious stoufatly. That's much more straightforward than I expected. Stoufatly, huh? That's not it. That's not it at all. Stupid, fat, and ugly. The perfect jet stream attack incorporating all three of these would be... Ta-da! Stoufatly. There's a fat hidden in there?
Okay, everyone, all together now. Monami is a serious stoufatly.
Stoufatly. Nice. Well done, Monokuma. Your sinister bear mind can pull some really fucked up shit when you want.
Hello. I hope your day is well.
It's going alright, thanks.
I'm trying to force
I hope your day is not going terrible.
or else my mental state won't be able to keep up. Ugh, my heart's thumping like crazy. I might as well have a laid-back, so what attitude and go ahead with high energy.
Yeah, like all the teenagers do. When they're depressed. Instead of slitting their wrists and listening to fucking Black Veil Brides or whatever the fuck they do. Just go with that whatever the fuck attitude and just coast through everything. Easy. I love how she reminds you to save. That's really nice. It's very,
I never expected the funhouse itself
considerate.
to be the ultimate weapon. Oh well, let's just press on ahead. Is it really alright to accept a situation so easily?
Well, yeah. I mean, one of your friends got murdered and you accepted that pretty easily, right?
I mean, that's not what's important. The thing that's really important is
That Hajime comes over to my room later.
the killer who used the building structure. Like, who's Mekumaru's murderer?
But is it really okay to believe the building is the weapon? Nagito said it, you know.
There's no way I'd lie at such an important moment. I don't want to die either.
Yeah, notice how Nagito is not wanting to die anymore as well.
What happened to the bastard who kept saying how much they didn't mind dying?
Because he thought he was dying for hope.
He's right. There was a
But now that he realizes the situation that he's in,
your hopes, but I will sincerely retract that remark.
now he knows exactly what his role in this game is.
Retract?
I'm disappointed too, you know. If this was a murder for the sake of hope, I'd happily sacrifice myself.
Yeah, it's just a perpetual hopeless situation that he's stuck in, pretty much.
You say such falsehoods, per usual.
Because he realizes the truth with the knowledge that he has that nobody else can know, so he's treating everybody differently.
Murder is
Which is why I like this trial. Basically, okay, like, if you guys want to know a real secret, like, I guessed the plot of this game right from the beginning of it. Right on the beach where they were having the swim party, I guessed it right then and there. I just didn't know the whole truth, but I had the scenario right. But I didn't know why or how. Right? But if you take into account that Nagito is treating everybody differently, like right after he gets that file, that should kind of tell you a lot. Because up until this point, all he's been talking about is dying and, like, hope and, like, blah blah blah, and now he's treating them differently, like he doesn't give them any praise at all. And there's a reason for that.
I see.
It's fine. Let's just leave him alone and find out who killed Coach Nekomaru.
But if you guys have not seen this game, you know, before, I'll leave it to you guys to figure out, so.
Just so you know, it's not like I'm getting hungry or anything, you know.
Uh-huh.
Akane, you were drooling waterfalls?
Don't go drooling waterfalls. Nagito, as usual, I can't tell what he's thinking. I have no idea if he's serious or not.
Anyway, if the killer used the building's structure, why don't we think about how they used it?
The only way you could use it.
How they killed Nekomaru.
It might be better if we clarify the cause of death first, don't you think?
Nekomaru's cause of death, huh? He was horribly damaged, as if he was beaten senseless with a blunt object. But if he was beaten with a blunt object, it wouldn't be a kill that utilized the building's structure. So, what was Nekomaru's cause of death that also utilized the building's structure?
I see.
He fell.
That's it. I think he might have died from falling.
Died from falling?
Yeah.
Funhouse's secret is that it's a structure where both towers and houses are vertically connected. Then the
Yeah, it's the only thing that correlates, right?
Caused Nekomaru to die from falling.
Are you saying they pushed him off? Where'd they push him off from?
They didn't push him off from anywhere. That's not possible.
That I don't know yet.
Don't just make things up when you don't know the method. Where in that building would you even be able to push someone off in the first place?
It might be possible in the tower. You could push him off the 4th floor when the elevator is on the 1st floor.
Did you forget how the elevator functions? When it's on the 1st floor, the door on the 4th floor won't open.
Saying he died from falling is truly incorrect. You should burn in the flames of hell.
But my gut is...
God, I love his voice acting, man. I wish I sounded like that sometimes. If Nekomaru died from falling, where did the killer shove Nekomaru from? If I'm going to reach the truth behind this incident, I need to solve that mystery next. Right.
When the elevator is on the 1st floor, you can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
Right.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Then, how about this? After locking Nekomaru inside the elevator,
Nice.
they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the drop.
Yep.
Hold on. Did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object inside, the other door won't open. Which means the elevator wouldn't have moved either.
That must be the threshold of that elevator.
Okay, I think I have to shoot it at what Kazuichi said.
When the elevator is up, you can't go through the door.
It'd be impossible.
I think I got this.
After locking they moved the elevator and made use of the drop.
Hold on. Did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object inside.
Shut up, bitch.
No, that's wrong.
Shut your fucking mouth, bah.
That sensor
Go
should
suck
only
Sonya's
be
dick some more.
If Nekomaru wasn't moving inside, the elevator sensor wouldn't have detected anything.
Could it be his sleep mode?
When Nekomaru's goodnight button is pressed, all of his functions shut down, and he enters sleep mode. If he's in sleep mode, the elevator sensor wouldn't have noticed it, right?
I wonder how they do this. I wonder if they set this shit up as they go, or they come up with the scenarios and then build the characters around the scenarios they come up with, like in design. I wonder how they go throughout the course of making a Danganronpa game.
I see. So that's how...
Because if the characters have to cater to the story with little itty-bitty details like goodnight buttons and like functions shutting down in particular scenarios, I wonder how they go about
Even
that.
if they move the elevator in that
It'd be really cool, like, if I could go and see how a Danganronpa is made, or I could talk to Kodaka for a bit and, like, see how these games are done, that'd be really neat. Because these games are seriously impressive. They really fucking are, honestly. Like, if there's a new Danganronpa, I'm gonna play that the day it comes out. Absolutely.
Now you're calling me a pest?
I love that face. A way to create the drop inside the elevator while Nekomaru is still in it. Shaki seems to have an idea, but what way could that be? Alright.
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
Yep.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement is...
The wire in the doorknob.
Suspicious.
No, it's not. The hammer's fine.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
No, it's not.
What about the oil on the floor?
None of it's relevant.
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
Yep.
I agree with that.
I do agree. What else would the wire have been used for? Plus, there were scratch marks on the doorknob. Makes sense. Whoops, I didn't mean to hit square. I don't know shapes.
Might have been where it got scraped.
I meant to hit X. I hit square instead, because I'm dumb.
Is that the same wire that was tied around Nekomaru?
Kinky, yes.
The tip of that wire was tied into a loop. If the elevator moved while that loop part hung from the doorknob...
I got it. It was the same noose that Ibuki was hung from. Maybe not.
That's right. He was suspended in midair. Huh? The killer tied up Nekomaru with the wire while he was
Oof.
in sleep mode.
Oof. Wait, that sounds very, sexual assaulty. Maybe not oof.
Tied the tip of
Sexual
the wire
assault
to
is
the
not
door
cool, people.
And hung it on the doorknob to the 4th floor.
Not a good thing.
With that, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor of Grape Tower
It's a big no-no.
and suspended Nekomaru in midair.
That's right! He was so well hung! Kinda like...
You better not finish that sentence.
No, he was. Like, I went on about that earlier. Fucking was.
The killer took advantage of the elevator's unique feature. Only
A cock truly befitting of the ultimate team manager.
By doing that, they created a drop so Nekomaru could fall to his death.
Too easy.
What are you, Sonic the Hedgehog? Fuck off, Kazuichi.
So what if they created...
Too easy.
There's no way you can make him fall and die with just that. Why? If Nekomaru is suspended in midair like that, then how do you get him to fall? Because if he's suspended in midair, he won't die if he doesn't actually fall.
Alright. That's a dumb argument, because he obviously fell. We just don't know how, so I don't know why the fuck you're... Ah, stupid.
Even if they suspended Nekomaru from a wire, how would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to put... There's no way they could do that!
I agree with what Kazuichi is wondering. It seems certain that a difference in elevation inside the tower was used to kill Nekomaru. I need to find the answer and counter Kazuichi's whatever.
How would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to put... There's no way they could do that!
There we go.
It doesn't mean someone had to push him off. It's possible that he fell on his own.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right?
Nah, shut up.
Cut through those words.
The alarm clock.
What do you think would
The
happen
Mickey
if
Mouse
Nekomaru
alarm
woke
clock.
up while he was suspended upside down in midair?
What are you saying? Like, how would he even wake up?
I just threw it at you with my sword word thing.
He has an alarm inside his body. As long as it was armed, it would have deactivated his sleep mode. Which means the killer set the alarm before they suspended Nekomaru.
If you woke up from an alarm and realized you were hanging upside down and had no clue why, if something like that happened to you, you would start panicking a lot, right? Instinctively, your body would start moving. Nekomaru probably did exactly that.
Then, in order to make him fall from the force he was generating, the wire was hung on the tip of the doorknob so it would easily slip off. In actuality, the scrape marks caused by the wire were near the tip of the doorknob.
You know what doesn't make any sense, though? If he was hung from the tip of the doorknob and he weighed that much, wouldn't that make the wire slide down the doorknob without anything going on, just due to the weight?
But Nekomaru didn't fall because the wire came off, right?
He fell because the entire doorknob came off.
When Nekomaru awoke, he must have struggled much more than expected, which caused the doorknob to break off.
Was that unexpected for the killer too?
Probably, otherwise they would have dispatched the evidence of the doorknob, right?
Well, that's probably it. If they knew it'd leave behind evidence like that,
Yeah,
they would
exactly.
at least try to do something to cover it up.
The killer didn't expect the doorknob to come off. The reason that even happened was because... In that case, I shall use my full power! With an fierce roar, Nekomaru put all his power into grabbing the doorknob with both hands. But... Not yet. Here it comes. The incredible strength of 1,000,000 horsepower. Wait, isn't it creaking? If you break off the doorknob, we'll be stuck in here. If that's really what it was, then that's the clue Nekomaru left for us to find.
I see. So that's how Nekomaru fell to his death.
Do you finally understand now?
Yeah. It appears it's just as Miss Sonia said.
Yeah, of course it is.
I'm just a pest. No, I'm not just a pest. I'm a total fucking pig. Isn't that right, Miss Sonia? If I'm a fucking pig, you can say so.
Oof.
No, I believe you gave your all.
Jesus. Fucking masochist Kazuichi.
Hey,
Coming in hot.
why aren't you teasing me anymore?
This guy, he gets off on this.
Well, yeah, clearly.
So thanks to that alarm,
God, what the
Nekomaru
fuck?
falling
All I
but
wanted
still
was a
made
gay
it
relationship with Hajime. Nothing weird, just to take him back to my love hotel. And now I come and see this shit. What the fuck?
That doesn't mean he just crashed.
Kazuichi, you're fucking weird.
Of course.
And
you
I'm
know that too, right?
I'm gay for Hajime, but you're... damn. Doesn't mean Nekomaru crashed straight into the floor. The moment Nekomaru fell to the floor, the only thing I can think of that happened to him was...
I see.
Cola came out of his eyes, absolutely.
Nekomaru fell to the floor.
That's what it is.
He ended up colliding
Made everybody some friggin' sundaes and some slushies. That's what happened.
Finally, the pillar!
So that's how the pillar shattered, and why oil was spilled all over the place.
See, I told you the pillar was the weapon. My gut was totally right.
Well, the pillar was a bonus. It's not even clear if the killer intended that, or if it was just a coincidence.
Yeah, but it was involved.
Point. It is quite difficult to find a clue that will lead to the killer.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I said I figured all this shit out, like, during mid-trial a little bit earlier at this point when I saw this the first time, but like I said, you still can't figure out who exactly the killer is.
Then what about the alarm? I'm positive the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m. And if we map it out from there...
Hold on, baby gangsta.
Stop calling me baby gangsta!
What'd you just say? Did you say the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.?
You didn't check it yourself? Nekomaru's alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.
Right.
Nah, that's impossible. Cause even though I slept in a little, I still got to the tower at 7 in the morning.
Now that you mention it, so did I. There was no way I could be late for Monokuma Tai Chi, so I left for Grape Tower before 7 a.m.
Is that before or after you tried to eat me like a hot fudge sundae?
And if we found Nekomaru's body there,
Not that I'd be opposed to that.
the 7:30 a.m. alarm went off.
Again.
It appears yet another contradiction has been birthed.
Birthed.
How were you able to discover Nekomaru died at 7:30 a.m. when you went to the tower at 7?
Obviously something was fucked with. Another mystery I don't understand. Seriously, it's just one after another. Well, that's murders for you. But I can't choke up at a time like this. Just a little more and I'll be able to reach the truth. There should definitely be a clue to breaking through this contradiction. Right, radio clock. It wouldn't be the wall clock, it'd be the radio clock. If it's pertaining to Nekomaru, the wall clock wouldn't make any sense.
Grape Tower. Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
His time of death and the time the body was discovered.
Don't make sense.
One of those must be an illusion.
Yes.
Killer probably did some tampering.
Yeah, no shit.
They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest.
Nah.
No, that's wrong.
Can't mess with it because it's a highly accurate clock, right? It's updated at fixed intervals, said
Clock inside
Kazuichi.
his chest was a radio clock, so it would have been impossible to mess with.
So you're saying there's no way the killer could have tampered with the clock?
Not Nekomaru's clock.
Maybe the clock Miss Sonia saw was the one that got tampered with.
The clock inside Grape House?
Yep.
No, I checked all the clocks inside the funhouse.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I asked you to do. So you really listened to me and checked all the clocks.
And because of that, I can confidently declare that all the clocks had the same time displayed.
Yeah, but maybe they were all displaying the
If
incorrect
there's
time.
no possibility that the time was tampered with, then we must doubt that human's testimony.
Please believe me, we are not lying.
Then maybe it's a misunderstanding?
I never misunderstand. I'll crush you into dog food.
And then eat it, because that's all you do is eat things. This time-related contradiction, I don't think I should doubt the testimonies. I should doubt the clock. There's no mistake that something was done, but what was it? Perhaps we've overlooked something. Maybe we're misunderstanding something? Think. If I focus and think, I should be able to find the answer to that mystery. Alright, another one of these. Oh joy. Hey look, I have almost all my health back. Am I gonna lose it immediately to shapes that scare the fuck out of me? Absolutely. Uh-oh. This is horrifying. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Jump. 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 Old school platformer style. Come on, we got this, Hajime. Maybe. The time in the building, yeah. Yellow one. Alright. What do you got next for me, game? Alright. Just left, right, left, right, left, right? Oh, fuck me, that's hard. I don't like that at all. I gotta do it again, don't I? Oof, Jesus, God, fuck me. That's difficult. The building's clocks. And then for both houses, right? It wouldn't just be one house, it'd be both houses, wouldn't it? Quit doing this back and forth nonsense, please. Oh, I thought that was the final question already. God damn it. Okay. Am I still fine? Yeah, I'm still fine. Alright. Question 3. Both houses. Oh my god, this was the easiest one yet. Holy crap. Damn, that was fucking simple. Nice, perfect. Easy. All I had to do was pick yellow every time. Simple.
It's all coming together.
It sure is, isn't it, Hajime? Isn't it great when I don't fuck up and make mistakes or get fucked by shapes?
You said you checked all the clocks inside the building. Isn't that right?
Especially the blue triangles.
Yeah, none of the clocks had the wrong time.
But what if all those clocks have been messed with?
Yeah, what if they all had the wrong time?
What? All the clocks?
So even if you checked all the clocks inside the building, there's no way you'd have noticed it.
I see. So the killer messed with the time inside the whole building by changing all the clocks.
Yeah, Nekomaru's the only one who had an accurate sense of time, right?
So that's what it was.
So if he would have just looked at the wall clock and actually knew what time it was, there's no way he would have went to the tower, because he would have suspected somebody was going to murder him, right?
This is truly fantastic!
Now
Mr.
I'm
Fantastic?
pleased. More importantly, how much was the time off?
Well, like 2 hours, right? I think. That's definitely the next mystery. I'm going to reach the truth in one go.
the time in the building was all messed
Okay,
up,
if it's of in relation to time for context,
Nekomaru's radio clock.
that must mean it has to be an account. I remember Akane's account was all about time in the morning, so...
The problem is, what time would 7:30 be in our time?
Are there any clues that can be used to narrow that down?
Yeah, Akane's account.
If only I heard the sound when he fell. It would have been a great clue.
Or his scream.
What do you mean scream? He didn't scream.
To let out a scream?
Yeah.
If only Nekomaru's alarm was loud enough, we would have heard it too.
There's no point in saying that. If does not exist in this world.
Wait, what? Wait, how much did the killer adjust the time inside the building? How would I even figure that out?
If the time in the building was all messed up, then we can only rely on Nekomaru's
What, do I
radio
contradict 7:30 a.m.?
The time of death.
Because Akane's account was at 5:30 or something like that in the morning, right? What? What? I don't understand.
If the time in the building was all messed up, then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
I don't...
The time of death was clearly 7:30 a.m.
Okay.
The problem is, what time would 7:30 be?
Do I suck up 7:30?
Are there any clues that can be used to narrow
Fuyuhiko's thing was the only contradiction, right?
I heard the sound when he fell.
I agree.
Oh, I see. Okay. Alright.
That's right. We should have heard the sound he made when he fell. Wasn't it that rumbling noise?
Rumbling?
I thought it was just an earthquake, so
I was gonna say, if I don't contradict Fuyuhiko, like, his statement is completely accurate and it's inarguable. If Nekomaru's clock says 7:30 a.m., and that must have been his time of death, right? So,
Well,
I narrow it down to the only other option in the thing that relates to both things, Akane's account and the time of death, or whatever it has to be the other thing I agree with instead of contradict.
impact sound.
We heard that noise too.
It was when we were gathered at the Strawberry House Lounge. What is it, Sonia?
Oh, well. That sound everyone heard? I did not hear it at all.
Huh?
You probably didn't hear it because you were sleeping.
Yeah, that's what it was. She wasn't having raucous sex with Gundam at all. Nope.
I could not sleep at all. I was awake the whole night with hunger pangs.
Yeah, hunger pangs. Mm-hmm.
There's nothing to worry about.
Hungry for Gundam's dick, maybe.
If we use that rumbling sound as a reference, we might be able to figure out how much our time was off.
Maybe.
I heard that sound probably around 5:30 in the morning.
Huh? You can tell?
I instantly woke up and left my room. And that's when I saw the clock in the lounge.
Excellent work, Akane.
If that rumbling sound we heard was at 5:30 a.m., that means we can figure out by her account how much time the clocks were off by. It's like the answer to how much our time is off is literally right in front of me. 4 hours, says Hajime, not knowing how to math.
Nekomaru's alarm went off at 7.
That'd be great, wouldn't it?
And if we heard the sound of his impact at 5:30, that means our time was off by 2 hours.
Yay, math.
2 hours? That much?
We were starving pretty badly.
Yeah, and that was the time that they used to set up the murder, clearly.
Plus, the funhouse has no windows. And there weren't any Monokuma announcements either.
Yeah, because that would have made it too easy, wouldn't it?
What reason did the killer alter our perception of time?
The reason is obvious. So they can lure out just Nekomaru.
Lure out only Nekomaru.
If you messed with the clocks and used a specific thing, you definitely get Nekomaru to the tower alone, right? From there, the killer's plan was a splendid success.
Yeah, because Nekomaru's clock was the only one that was accurate. So everybody else stayed inside because they believed it was 5:30 in the morning and not 7:30 in the morning because the clocks were off by 2 hours. That's why everybody skipped Monokuma Taichi, because Monokuma said everybody ditch, and that explains why Nekomaru was in the tower at 7:30 a.m. alone. Besides messing with the time, the killer also used a specific thing. If they were trying to lure only Nekomaru, then that specific thing is the Monokuma Taichi. Clearly.
That's it. The killer made use of the Monokuma Tai Chi activity in the morning.
How did they use it?
Right.
We were required to go to Grape Tower every morning at 7 a.m. for that activity, right? But if they mess with all the clocks inside the building, what would that do to us?
Make you late. Skip it.
We wouldn't be able to attend on time, but that wouldn't affect Nekomaru.
Right.
His radio clock had the exact time.
Right.
That's right. In doing so, the killer was able to lure him to the tower by himself at the precise time.
Then, when I witnessed Nekomaru early in the morning...
If I recall...
Exactly. He was off to take a man's tinkle in the strawberry house.
And if that time was also 2 hours off, it should have been 7 a.m. Yeah, that's pretty much it. At that time, he was heading over to Monokuma Tai Chi. Right.
God, could you imagine having that wallpaper and that strawberry pattern plastered over everything in your house? That would suck ass, wouldn't
I
it?
realized what Monokuma meant when he said those words.
Too early. He didn't even ask you yet.
Jeez, how outrageous. I honestly didn't expect everyone to ditch Monokuma Tai Chi. But it turned out like this after all, so I guess it can't be helped.
When you said everyone, you were including us, right? We thought we came to the tower on time, but in truth, it was way past the meeting time.
Ah, jeez. That's, well, how should I put it? What was it? You know, tripping over a foot, or something like that.
Are you talking about tripping over someone else's fault?
Wrong! Too bad!
Liar! I'm right!
That's not it! It's incorrect!
That's definitely the correct answer. You always get so stubborn like this.
Well, yeah, he's a murderous, sadistic teddy bear. Of course he is.
Let's just ignore the peanut gallery. Now that we've found out how the killer lured Nekomaru, the number of suspects has drastically decreased.
Huh?
Hey, why would that decrease the number of suspects? Don't be a friggin' liar!
You'll know I'm not lying when you listen to what Fuyuhiko's going to say next.
Huh? What the hell do you mean?
What you talking about, Nagito?
You witnessed Nekomaru going toward the tower. Did something else happen after that?
Are you talking about that alarm?
Alarm?
A little while after I witnessed Nekomaru, the clock in the Strawberry House lounge started going off. Plus, it was just before that rumbling sound occurred. That's it. So that's what it is. If Nekomaru died when the rumble happened, then whoever doesn't have an alibi at the time is the prime suspect.
Yeah, but everybody has an alibi because everybody was asleep except you, right?
Really? Was there anyone who didn't have an alibi at that time?
I remember now.
Yeah, it was Nagito, Gundam, Kazuichi, and Fuyuhiko, right?
The sound was so loud I couldn't help bolting from my room. There was one guy who never left the lounge. We were both on the same floor. It's pretty weird that bastard never came out of his guest room.
Yeah, Nagito never left.
Which means that person does not have an alibi.
Which is why he already said, I'm automatically suspicious, right?
Who is it? Who's the bastard?
It's whoever doesn't have an alibi for that time, right? The only one would be Nagito.
You're the only one! The one who wasn't there. It's you, right, Nagito?
He's like, oh fuck, you got me.
Nagito wasn't there. It was just me, Gundam, and Fuyuhiko.
Yeah, right, Nekomaru and Nagito were all in Strawberry House because I was staying with the girls at Grape because I'm a playa.
You weren't in your room, were you?
If that's the case, where were you?
Please, say something.
Nah, I think I'll stay quiet. Fuck you, bitch.
If you don't hurry up and answer, I'm gonna suicide dive you!
Welcome back, Soul.
If I may be,
How's it going? I don't know if you've been here the whole time. If you have, I'm sorry that I haven't been talking to you. My bad.
even if I wanted to go to the lounge,
A lot of people really don't care about this game, but it's very underrated, I think.
You couldn't? What do you mean?
I guess it's really boring to watch if you already know the story, but if you don't know the story, it's really, really cool.
not only
Especially if you like the premise of it, which I really do.
never even heard that rumbling sound.
I love the art, and I love the way it's presented. He couldn't?
You're definitely fucking lion.
Yeah, you would say that, Kazuichi. Anybody who imposes on your Sonia territory, right?
It is obvious that I did not hear the alarm in Strawberry House.
Yeah, there you go. So she's equally suspicious. Oh wait, no, you didn't hear the alarm in Strawberry House because you were in Grape House, dumbass. Idiot.
But I did not
Lurkin,
hear
I
the
appreciate it.
rumbling sound either. Is that not strange?
Playing? What are you playing?
Everyone else heard it.
If I may ask.
To be honest, it's not just them. The same goes for me too.
Huh?
I was in a pretty deep sleep, so I thought that's why I couldn't.
Well, that and you're ditzy as fuck, Chiaki, so.
It wasn't that. I probably couldn't hear.
Nothing
it at all.
about. Playing Persona? Ah. I never got into those. I have no idea what the fuck they're about at all.
You still don't know.
My buddy is into them, but I have no idea what they are.
Think about what the three of us who didn't hear a sound have.
They just look super anime
I'm
weeby.
sure you'll figure it out.
The only people who didn't hear the rumbling noise were Nagito, Sonia, and Chiaki. Secret is what these three have in common? Could this also be the secret that points to the killer? Oh, Hangman's Gambit again? Oh, fun. Great. You can tell by the music what game it's gonna be, by the way. Good thing I already know what the thing is. Because I'm smart. Alright, D, E. I'm not gonna need this for a while, so I think I can get rid of all these. I need L's. Those can go away. What? I pressed triangle. Oh, I pressed triangle. I'm dumb. I was supposed to press X, but I'm stupid. Whoops. Meant to do U, but I'm dumb. Meant to do U. It's hard to remember the controls. It really is. I was thinking each of these controls did the opposite thing from what I wanted. There we go, that's what I want. There we go. Now I need the E. I need that R. Now I need an O. Oh no. Save that. There we go. Jesus, that was rough. I fucked that up slightly. It's so hard to do all that shit at the same time. Put things in the right place, move stuff around, keeps shit from bumping into each other, remember controls. It's just really frustrating, honestly. Kinda tedium. Soundproof. The guest rooms are divided up by quality grade. The deluxe room is soundproof and has excellent air insulation. The standard room may have so-so insulation, but it's still pretty decent. And the crummy room has severe airflow and draft problems.
The reason we could not hear the rumbling noise.
Because you're a posh bitch.
That's right.
Clearly.
It was because the deluxe rooms have superior sound insulation.
Because she didn't sleep over with Kazuichi.
You actually noticed that. Nice catch, Hajime.
Yeah, Hajime does look like he'd catch nicely, if he catch my drift. Right, Nagito? Nudge, nudge, nudge. Police report.
Now then.
Hajime's face, he's like, God fucking damn, dude, he just doesn't give up.
Nekomaru's killer.
Hold on a sec. Why does that lead to who the killer is?
Why? Well, that fact just now is a very important clue, and a decisive factor in identifying the killer.
Decisive factor?
Somehow I feel like I understand what Nagito means. Yeah, we just gotta figure out who was staying in a deluxe room that still came out. Because if they wouldn't have been able to hear the noise of the alarm going off, why would they be in the lounge? They wouldn't have heard it, right? So, the killer among us. The killer who murdered Nekomaru. Gundam, where are you, my buddy?
You're the only one. Gundam?
You dare accuse me?
When the alarm rang at the Strawberry House Lounge.
Yeah, Gundam was staying in a deluxe room, right? Because I remember the rooms having soundproofing when I saw this for the first time, and I was like, that's gotta come into play at some point. They wouldn't just go off to say that they're soundproof and have it mean nothing.
If the bell of catastrophe rings throughout the night, it is the universe's providence to stop it.
Why were you able to hear it?
Hear what?
I mean, you were also staying in a deluxe room, right? Nagito was staying in a deluxe room in the same house on the same floor, and he couldn't...
Yeah, because he had ultimate luck, and then Gundam won, and then Kazuichi won. And, Nekomaru won, and then I was fucked, so I stayed with the girls.
So why were you able to hear
Maybe I'm the ultimate lucky student, and that's why I was able to stay over and have a slumber party with all the females while all these bros were jacking each other off in the fucking grape house, Or in the strawberry house, rather. Which is even more, more frilly.
Gundam?
Fucked that up, didn't I?
There was only one possibility. You weren't in your room at the time.
Yeah, no shit.
That's why, even though you were staying in a deluxe room, you still went to the lounge. Am I right?
Gundam, you have some sort of explanation, right?
Of course he does.
Gundam probably couldn't return to his room because of Fuyuhiko. Me?
Yeah, because you were chilling out in the lounge, weren't you?
After you saw Nekomaru heading to the tower, you stayed at the lounge for a while. Am I correct?
Right, because if Gundam would have came and returned to his room, it would have made it all too obvious, wouldn't it?
If you were in the lounge for that long, the killer who had left earlier obviously wouldn't be able to go back.
Even though Nekomaru's murder was a death trap...
There's a lot of small detail in this, honestly.
The killer still needed...
It's like so many little things that, like, meet up to the big climax of a case and how it, like, is presented and how it's constructed and stuff. It's really interesting. All the little details that they take into account and how they set these up is pretty incredible.
In order to do that, the killer needed to be waiting for Nekomaru at the tower.
Yeah, and then they couldn't return from the tower after the murder because Fuyuhiko was in the lounge.
The killer was already at the tower.
And once they tried to go back, they couldn't because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge.
Wait, so... couldn't they have just knocked on all the doors? At that point in time and seen who was in their room and who wasn't? And narrowed down the suspects that way? Although, they wouldn't have been able to tell what the girls in Grape House, or, yeah, in Grape House were doing, so I guess that's not really
In their original plan,
accurate.
the killer should have returned to their room before the alarm in the lounge went off. And they were supposed to stay in their room. They weren't planning to come out and go to the lounge.
Which means they wouldn't have heard the alarm or the rumbling sound, thus proving they were in the room.
Just like us.
The best case scenario would have been if those two in the lounge had gone to check the deluxe rooms. After all, if they personally saw the killer sleeping in their room, it gives the killer a stronger alibi.
Yeah, far stronger alibi.
Unfortunately, they failed to secure that alibi because...
Yeah, because Fuyuhiko was in the lounge.
So the killer couldn't go back to their room, and ended up hearing the lounge's alarm.
Hey, what are you doing? This ruckus. It's louder than the supreme ruler of the netherworld bellowing for a sacrifice. Don't go making all that noise so suddenly.
But why'd you come out? You should have hid till the excitement died down.
Oh, I thought she was talking to Nagito.
If Gundam tried to hide,
Keck.
if those two went to his room to check on him, he would have been found out. That would have been the worst possible outcome. That's why he couldn't just stay hidden.
If those two had just checked the deluxe rooms as planned, that would have been ideal, but how ironic. The moment Fuyuhiko set foot in the lounge, your plan was doomed.
Gundam? Please, can you at least say something?
Strawberry is my favorite flavor of milkshake.
Answer me this, including myself in my 4 dark devas of destruction. How many ears do we possess?
Too many.
The answer is 10. That's right, I possess 10 ears. That means I have 5 times the hearing of a normal human. The soundproof system here may as well not exist.
Nice, dude. Fucking incriminating your hamsters like an asshole.
Is that your argument?
You bastard. Do you understand the situation you're in right now?
I'm pretty sure he does.
Do not panic. The truth shall now commence. At the time, I left my room to go to the bathroom. By coincidence, I heard the alarm. That's right. That's all it was. The world is always so simple.
Are you saying it was just a coincidence? Isn't that timing a little too perfect?
Well, when the bathroom beckons, the person calls, right? The person answers.
And yet, I'm being suspected by all of you. It seems it was actually horrible timing on my part.
I see. You're still holding out. Well, you don't have to admit it. We're going to decide who the killer is with the majority vote anyway.
Yep, and we're gonna wing it.
So, why don't we just go ahead and start voting? It's obvious that Gundam is the killer.
Hold on a second.
You know, Hajime, this class trial, this killing, it's merely the opening act.
Yeah, the opening act. It says highlighted in yellow.
Hey! What do you mean the class trial is just the...
It's like, hey, motherfucker, I worked really hard setting all this shit up, you fuck.
Perhaps I should say, it's just a farce. Just a boring farce. So boring, so stressful. I'm so painfully bored that I might develop stomach ulcers.
Well, go fucking jack yourself with Hajime in the friggin' guest room, in the deluxe room, and have yourself a good old time, right?
Seriously. Let's just hurry up and finish this before I collapse from poor health.
Nagito, something definitely happened to you, didn't it?
Oh yeah, something definitely happened.
At some point during the investigation, your behavior became even weirder. What actually happened? Did you discover something?
Oh, he definitely did.
Well, let's just leave that fun for later. And finish this opening act already.
Ah, you said opening act again!
Please hold on. We have yet to hear Gundam's rebuttal.
Rebuttal. I love that word.
Completely shut up. Perhaps he can't argue anymore.
Or maybe he can argue too well.
Gundam!
I was simply at a loss for words after being dumbfounded by your pathetic assumption. In fact, I shall deny the very basis. Your assumption has been wrong since the beginning.
God, his voice is too good, man. Especially his laugh where he goes,
Based on your assumption,
it's fucking great, man.
I hung Nekomaru from the 4th floor of the tower and made the floor descend to the 1st floor. From there, after returning to Strawberry House, I was present when the alarm at the lounge went off, correct? Although going to and fro is busy enough as it is, how would I be able to travel between both houses anyway?
I see. The contact elevator was broken.
As I recall, the killer tampered with the Grape House control panel, which shut down the elevator. Plus, the
But maybe you did that yourself as the killer because you knew there was another way to travel. Hmm? That nobody else knew about?
If so, the human who used the elevator would have left it at Grape House. For these reasons, it's an indisputable
Is it raining?
fact that the killer destroyed the elevator.
I think it's raining
at Grape
outside.
House.
And what's wrong with that?
If the elevator was broken at Grape House, you wouldn't be able to return to Strawberry House.
However, I was already at Strawberry House. I was present when the alarm in the lounge started ringing, which means your assumption is clearly wrong.
Are you serious? And here I thought it's already been decided.
Yeah, see, the way they constructed this child in this chapter, like, they would have had to have, ahead of time, decide what character was going to be the killer and what house they were going to be in, and have the elevator move, like, opposite accordingly. So that's another cool, small detail.
Blessed pitiful humans, you cannot overcome this contradiction.
Like I said, these are really well made, and people don't give them enough credit, I don't think. That's wrong. When something is obviously wrong, that's when a contradiction is born. There's no such thing as a contradiction that can't be overcome. Yeah, as long as you're smart enough to pull it off, which I'm not, because I'm a ditz, so... Wait, whoa, what? What's all this?
That elevator was the
Hey?
only means of travel between the two houses. As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
Can I shoot the purple stuff, please?
Plus, the
Thanks.
elevator was broken at Grape House.
Yeah.
If the killer cannot return to Strawberry House,
Since I was at Strawberry House at that time,
You couldn't possibly be the killer, right?
crime is impossible.
Yeah, but we're this far into the trial, so you have to be, don't you?
Or if there was a secret passageway.
Yep, give me that.
How much longer
That's a
do
lot
you
of purple.
plan to lecture me? Why don't we stop this already?
Fuck. How did I miss that, man? Alright.
That elevator was the only means of travel between.
Yeah, secret passage. Fuck off, Gundam. Suck my dick.
No, there should have been another way to move.
No, says Hajime.
The elevator.
Such a method does not exist.
Oh, but it does.
Then why don't we ask the
Because it would be impossible otherwise. This would be Nagito, who I believe is over this way. There he is.
You're the only one.
Because the sudden appearance at the fucking grape house, right?
Nagito, you should know.
What are you talking?
You know exactly what I'm talking about. Don't play that huh shit with me.
Don't play dumb. You appeared so
Yeah, exactly.
suddenly at one time because you used that method, right?
Nagito? Why are you here? Because I showed up.
There's a secret passage connecting the first floor of Strawberry House to the third floor of Grape House. Isn't that right?
Jeez. Once again, I let the reserve force show.
Well, it's your fault, isn't it?
But you're right.
Maybe you should have taken the front seat yourself.
The Octagon, which is on the first
Instead of
floor
patronizing me, asshole.
After I opened the door and went down,
Went down, he says. Oof.
surprise, surprise! I ended up in the Monokuma archive, which is on the third floor of Grape House.
Meaning the third floor and the fourth floor are actually connected.
Right.
Plus, once you've cleared the final dead room once, you can pass through it as many times as you want.
If they used that secret passage, they could have gone between the two houses as much as they wanted.
Infinity Unlimited Flame!
Uh-oh. What is this nonsense?
However, what if the killer was unaware of the existence of the final dead room?
There's no way they didn't know.
Yeah, what if... They had to have known to make this kill work.
That is merely an illusion you have fabricated from your own suspicion.
No, that doesn't make any sense. We've already established that they would have had to have been able to travel between both houses freely for this to work out.
If you value your life, you should stop with your scrutiny.
There's no way I can stop.
What did you say? Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Oh, well, you're about to get pretty pissed off, I'm afraid, my friend. Wire, nice. That's exactly what I want.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes,
What does turbid mean?
provided you use a spacious wormhole.
I'm looking that up after this.
Frail, frail, I say.
Oh, Jesus.
Paid illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
I can't back down.
Nice. His words flip around and it's hard. It's not easy.
I already proved the secret passage exists.
It's really hard to cut those accurately with a control stick like that.
Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon. Don't bark, you cur.
Whoa.
If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of
Shut up.
blind-
Shut your fucking mouth, bitch. Cut you down to size, bitch. Nice.
The wire used to string up Nekomaru's body.
Was a weapon obtained from the Octagon itself.
The hammer that looked like the weapon, and the chain on the door in the tower. Those are all the items that weren't in Funhouse. Where did the killer obtain them?
The only place I can think of is the Octagon.
Therefore, they had to have known about it, right?
Various weapons and tools there. I'm pretty sure I saw stuff like wires, hammers, and chains too.
Since those
Nagito's
items were
especially
used in
interested
the
in the
fight,
chains.
there's no
You
doubt
know
the
exactly
killer
why.
went to the Octagon.
Shouldn't even have to say it at this point.
If that's the case, they obviously know about the secret passage too, right?
They would have to.
It seems this is the end.
Friend.
Normally we'd end up listening to Hajime lecture us with a very long summary of the case. But there's no reason to waste any more time on this opening act. So I'm going to end this right now.
Hey, what are you...
Hajime's like, dude, that's my job. Fuck off.
First of all, by messing with all the clocks in the building, Gundam tried to lure only Nekomaru. The
Right.
elevator was probably broken by that point. Thanks to that, Nekomaru wasn't able to go to Grape Tower, which was supposed to be the meetup point. So he tried going over to Strawberry Tower, just like we did when we found out the elevator was broken. Well, it's obvious he'd attempt that. At that time, we didn't know the two towers were the exact same place. Also, the button in Strawberry Hall wasn't broken, so he was easily able to enter Strawberry Tower. But surprise! Gundam was waiting for Nekomaru's arrival.
Hold on. If Nekomaru didn't go to Strawberry Tower, what would the killer have done then?
Their plan was a balancing act of uncertainties. But even if they failed...
Yeah, what if the person totally decided to skip Monokuma Taichi and then just told Monokuma that they fucked with the clocks? Although it was Nekomaru, so Monokuma would have known that he ditched, so...
They can just greet everyone the next morning as if nothing happened, and come up with a different plan.
And without such a risky...
But if Nekomaru had to go to the tower for Taichi...
I'm going to continue summarizing the case, okay?
See, my first thought in this chapter was that Akane lured Nekomaru up there. And then killed him, like from the very beginning of this chapter, but as it unfolded and I realized like it would actually take smarts and knowledge, I was like, yeah, there's no way she could have pulled this off. It's gotta be somebody else.
Gundam successfully lured Nekomaru to Strawberry Tower. There's no way he could fight head-on with the robotic Nekomaru. So by pressing the goodnight button, he rendered Nekomaru powerless without fighting him.
Hold on! You... What did you just say? That I didn't battle?
What's wrong with that?
Don't mess with me! Don't mess with me! I cannot ignore those words!
The voice acting, man. I told you, it's really good.
Why are you angry all of a sudden?
Because he's the killer, maybe.
You fools do not understand! You don't understand at all! Ha! You make me laugh! After all this time, you still don't understand anything at all!
I don't understand anything.
Also, this is Ryoma Hoshi when he's pissed off, by the way.
It appears I cannot finish just yet.
When him and Sonya are in bed.
Maybe I'm just a human destined for hell. However, I cannot finish just yet. I cannot finish!
When Sonya doesn't do a good enough job.
What do you intend to do?
I cannot finish!
It's obvious. I'm going
Fucking
to
hilarious.
destroy your illusory assumptions.
Are you saying you still have more? You still have room to argue?
Your words. You said I pressed Nekomaru's goodnight button. However, that button was on the back of Nekomaru's neck. To press it, I'd have to get behind him.
Got you, base.
It's not easy to get the drop on Coach Nekomaru.
It's even more difficult if it's a one-on-one situation.
Also got you, base.
Just as I thought. Truly frail. Succumbing so easily to this simple argument. It was just a mere illusion. If you want to set me up as the killer, at least surpass your own human limitation.
Well, all the evidence points to you at this point, so... Pretty sure we're right.
That's wrong, Gundam. You're the one who's wrong.
Such a wonderful line. However, I cannot say that I'm satisfied. Listen well. I shall teach you 2 tips for making someone admit their defeat. First, you must crush them with your own overwhelming power. And as for the other, you must provide a reason that will persuade that human.
Gundam's Guide to Dating.
You have
Starring Gundam Tanaka.
neither of those yet.
Real lady killer. Guess you really don't want to admit it. Then just as you requested, I will provide an argument that'll leave you no choice but to be persuaded. Uh-oh. Fuck me.
I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither!
Oh, it's square. I thought it was triangle. Shit. That's my fault.
Show me the cadaver. I won't let you. For the Tanaka Empire. Wither. Crushed as David prophesied. I won't let you. For the Tanaka Empire.
Am I doing good?
Wither. Crushed as David prophesied. For the Tanaka Empire. I won't let you. For the Tanaka Empire. Wither.
Nice.
It's Nekomaru's back. Do you really think I can get behind him? This is
Boom! Get fucked, bucko. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, man. Not even hard. Easy.
You didn't get behind Nekomaru. You should have been able to press the
Except for the fact that I forgot it was square to reload, not triangle. I thought it was triangle.
You have the power of the hamsters you keep with you.
Oh?
Are you seriously saying he used his hamsters to press the button on the back of Nekomaru's neck?
Absolutely.
Of course, that'd be impossible for a normal hamster, but it would have been possible for Gundam. In fact, we saw that with our very own eyes, right?
Right. Emissary of evil, in accordance with our ancient contract, the time has come to lend me your aid. Pierce through, Supernova Silver Fox on D! It pressed a button. Truly, this is the Skyline Lamentation art to the Demon Mouse. Ha 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 ha! Soon the door of destiny shall open!
Now that you mention it, after Ibuki was killed in the music venue, one of Gundam's hamsters retrieved the piece of wallpaper from the baton lighting, right? Hey, with your friends and
Fuck this shit, I'm out, says
it
Gundam.
must have been possible to secretly get one of them behind Nekomaru and press the button on the back of his neck.
How about it, Gundam?
Yeah, Gundam. He's like, oh fuck, god, shit.
not just myself, but you actually brought up how splendid my subordinates are. I have no recourse but to admit it.
Admit it? Did you say you admit it?
Yup.
It appears I've obtained a one-way ticket to hell.
That is one of my favorite Gundam lines ever. Ever, by the way. The delivery, the casualness when he says it, it's just so good, man.
Fine, then you must trample me underfoot and
It's how he just, like, accepts it, and he's like, alright, you got me.
victory.
And he's, like, so casual about it, too. Like, he knows he's about to be condemned to death, and he's just like, it appears I have obtained a one-way ticket to hell. It's fucking awesome.
This life, trample it as though it were mere trash on the side of the road.
I told you, man, Gundam is too fucking cool for words.
The curtain strings of this worthless performance with your own two hands.
Gundam is too fucking cool, man. Really. I would let Gundam go just because he's so fucking awesome. What is this? Who set the lounge clock's alarm? That'd be Gundam. Who was in the lounge since early morning? That'd be Fuyuhiko. What time did Fuyuhiko see Nekomaru? We don't have that. Nekomaru's weakness is the button, which we also don't have. The wire wrapped around Nekomaru's feet? Would that be this? Nope. Okay. The killer destroyed what after leaving the tower? I have no idea. Oh, that'd be the door to the hall, right? Okay. What was the fake weapon left at the tower? That'd be the hammer. Who gathered at the lounge? Would that be this? Okay, alright. What is this? Why did Nekomaru fall? Oh, okay, that goes here. Fair enough. I wasn't patient enough. Who heard the rumbling noise? That'd be me. Okay. Okay, this one is not going to be used. Okay, what did the killer destroy? That'd be the hammer right there. Killer destroyed this. Wire wrapped around Nekomaru's feet. No, we don't have that. Nekomaru's weakness is the button. Boosh. What time did Fuyuhiko see Nekomaru? Would that be this? Alright. Easy peasy. Who's in the lounge since early morning? That'd be Fuyuhiko. Set the lounge clock's alarm, which we don't have yet. The wire wrapped around Nekomaru's feet must be this... not that image right there. This? Alright. Easy. The hammer left at the scene, right? Goes further up. What is this? Set the lunch clock's alarm. Okay, that shouldn't be who set the alarm. It should be what time was it set for. That makes more sense. It's a little bit weird. Fake weapon left at the tower, that'd be this. Easy.
In this case.
Nice. Not even hard.
Let's first go over the many tricks the killer prepared before they committed the crime. First, they destroyed the contact elevator.
Yeah.
They separated Nagito and the others in Strawberry House from our group in Grape House.
See, I love this chapter, man. It's one of my favorite Danganronpa chapters, just because of how simplistic it is with the button pressing. And if, like I said, that was the tiny detail I was noting earlier. If you take note of that tiny detail, this is all, like, just forehead simple, but it's one of those minimal things, and it's so subliminal, like, you'd forget it so fast. And just think nothing of it because of the way Gundam's character is tailored, you know what I mean? Where he uses his hamsters to do everything for him. You'd think that's just like a quirk or a character thing, and it actually plays into this entire chapter really heavily.
This means the killer discovered the secret of the funhouse faster
And like I said, the way the funhouse is set up and constructed and all the things that fall into place are really well constructed around this chapter. That's why it's probably one of my favorite Danganronpa chapters ever. I had one in V3 that I really, really liked too, but I don't remember which one it was. I don't think any of the chapters in Danganronpa 1 are anywhere close to as good as this chapter at all. That's the thing about Danganronpa games, as they go on, they just get more and more elaborate and more nonsensically crazy. And that's a really cool charm, and I think it's going to be really hard to top V3 if they make another one, which I sincerely hope they do. I'm a huge fan of these games, I love them a lot. My buddy got me into them with the anime, like I saw the anime to Danganronpa 1 before I played the game. So like, I watched the anime, and then I watched the game. So Danganronpa the animation is basically the anime adaptation of Trigger Happy Havoc. And then Danganronpa 2 is just a game, and it doesn't have an anime. And then Danganronpa 3 is separate from V3, and Danganronpa 3, I think it's called Another Episode, is an entirely different story that's part of the story to this game, and part of the story prior to the events of Danganronpa 1, so you can understand Danganronpa 1 more. And then V3 is like the most recent entry in the franchise. And I think it came out in like 2017, so maybe give it like 2 or 3 years, tops, and we'll have another Danganronpa if they're gonna make another one, probably. I know Kodaka's working on Death March Parade with the guy who made Zero Escape, so like, I know they're doing a project together, but maybe Kodaka will come back to this or sign over the licenses to somebody else who will continue the franchise. Because I know Kodaka's done everything with this game that he wanted to, but that might not stop him from making another one if he just wants to fidaddle around and do whatever he wants, but I hope they make another game. These are honestly too fucking good, man. Like, all the characters, even the ones you hate, you come to love them in certain aspects for different reasons, and it's pretty cool. It takes a lot to do that, I think. Like, I can't praise Kodaka enough. I really can't. Same with Masafumi Takada, the composer for this series. So, if you don't know how the Danganronpa games were composed, Masafumi Takada basically was asked to do the soundtrack for the game, but he wanted to know no details of how the game was, or what the story was, or what any of the contexts were. So he basically made a blind composition for all the moments in the game, and it just fits perfectly. It's really cool. It just kind of falls into place, and it makes absolute sense. It's really, really awesome. So he didn't want to know the premise of the game or any details or anything like that, and he just kind of did it, because he's a fucking champion. So Masafumi Takeda is also the composer for The Evil Within, as well.
Arriving at Grape Hall, they press the button to open the door to the tower.
So I really want to look it up and see what else he's done the soundtracks to, because I might surprise myself, and honestly, you guys might surprise yourself as well. Also, the Danganronpa series shares a lot of the same voice actors and actresses from previous games and stuff like that. And sometimes you can tell, and sometimes you can't tell. Or sometimes it'll just be really, really obvious, like when you play another game, and you'll be like, oh, holy shit. Like Akane's Miu Uruma, and Fuyuhiko and Kokichi are the same voice actor. Nekomaru and Monokid are the same voice actor. Just little details like that are really cool to notice over time as you immerse yourself in the different games in the series as a whole. It's just really neat.
But something unexpected happened. Fuyuhiko, who saw Nekomaru earlier,
like, even if nobody's really interested in these games, you know, aside from myself, I still love playing them. And I love the story. And they're fun to commentate when there's people here, so. Especially V3. V3 was a fucking blast, especially because it was blind as well. So much fun.
to avoid a worst-case scenario, the killer was forced to appear in front of Fuyuhiko.
So many good memes in V3. Especially the ending. The ending fucked my head so hard. So fucking good, man. Although these games, when you play them blind on Twitch, it's really hard to have them not spoiled, because everybody wants to, you know, help push you in the right direction or give you hints or whatever and not let you figure it out. So, like, I'm kind of glad that I'm not blind playing these if I'm gonna stream them. I guess if you have, like, a huge chat that requires moderation, it's not too bad. But if you don't have a chat that has moderation or anything like that, like mine, it's really annoying when you get spoiled on shit. I mean, I think there's only 1 or 2 games that I've played on stream blind, and that was V3, which I had no spoilers for, so I got really lucky with that. And then, I played something else blind as well, but I can't remember what it was. I think if they come out with an Evil Within 3, I'll play that blind. If they come out with another Resident Evil, I'll play that blind. Borderlands 3 is coming out soon, I'm gonna play that blind. Luigi's Mansion 3, I really want to play. I might hook up my Switch and do a stream of Luigi's Mansion 3, so that'll be fun. There's another game that's been out for a while that I was referring to earlier that I really want to get, that I feel like is a long time coming. And it's gonna be like a childhood revisitation, so I'm really excited for it when it comes. And it's not gonna be like spoilers or anything like that. It's not spoiler-centric. I played the games as a kid, although I never beat any of the 3, so we'll see how it goes. It should be a fun time, I think.
That was splendid. For a mere human, you did quite well.
Stop.
I can't give any hints to what it is, otherwise it would give it away, like automatically, but actually I will give a very small hint. It's a platformer, so I have not played a platformer on stream yet, I don't think, at least.
I cannot believe it. I just...
And there's so many classic games from my childhood that I would just love to fucking play over again.
You killed Nekomaru? I cannot believe something like that.
You don't wish to forgive me, do you feel regret? Then finish it! Cast your impure votes for Gundam Tanaka! My beloved, deadly foes, let the voting time begin!
He's too cool, man. He just accepts death and he's like, yeah, whatever. Not that big a deal. If this is a B, I'm gonna shoot myself. TBH. Look how well I did, man! Look how well I did! Look at all these hundreds, man! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 to 1400s. And they're gonna give me a fucking B, dude. Fuck you. Fuck you, Danganronpa. Fuck you. That's bullshit. Could give me an A. I feel like I deserve an A, man. Whatever. Fucking bullshit. Also, I have to remember to go get gifts from the ever so generous giving tree after this. Maybe you should be a little bit more careful, eh? Maybe you shouldn't swim after you eat. Otherwise you'll get cramps. There we go. Right, hang tight for Gundam Tanaka's execution. It's gonna be fun. Right, for Gundam's exit, I'm gonna put my all into voicing him as best as I can for you lot, because this is gonna be the last of them we get to see, unfortunately. It'd be bad if I bit my tongue again, so I'll speak slowly. Judging from the results, you guys were correct once again. Getting 4 in a row without any mistakes is a splendid achievement. That's right, the one who killed the robotic Nekomaru in the amazing funhouse was Gundam Tanaka.
Nice.
Yay, I said all that without biting my tongue.
Now that we've decided who the killer is, let's do the execution already and get this over with.
Hold on. It's true the class trial is finished, but that doesn't mean the incident is over. We can't finish yet until we hear it from Gundam.
Jeez. No matter what he says, it won't change a thing. Well, I have no right to stop you either, so do whatever you like.
Why do you want to talk to one who has lost? The loser merely leaves. It would just be unnecessary for me to say something. Is what I would like to say, but for honor's sake I shall correct one thing! Correct? You guys said I made Nekomaru powerless without fighting him. That, however, is a great mistake. Huh? Nekomaru did fight. That is no mistake. And because he fought, he lost and died. Lost and died? If he was just trying to cling to life, there are many ways he could have done so. However, he did not allow that. What do you mean? Explain. Fine then. Then I shall reveal it all. Within the final dead room, I discovered the secret to the fun house. And I devised a killing plan utilizing that secret. By tampering with all the clocks in the building, I succeeded in luring Nekomaru to the tower. And this is what happened. Nekomaru and I were alone in the tower, standing face to face with one another. I should say I expected as much from Nekomaru. He sensed my subtle killing intent and instantly understood the situation. And we had ourselves a stare down. In that situation, if he wanted to run away, it would have been easy for him to do so. He could have run away, or even called for help. But he did not turn his back to me. Instead, he chose a fight that risked life and death. A fight that risked life and death? He was serious, too. He gave it his all to try to kill me. If I had died instead, the mystery surrounding the case would have been even more complicated. You would never know why I, the victim, went to the tower by myself. Nobody would know that the victim, me, was actually the one who planned the whole thing.
Could it be?
Nekomaru really did that?
Sensing even my subtle killing intent, as expected of you, Nekomaru.
This scorching, stinging, tense atmosphere. I've been a team manager for so long.
Shit is so fucking cool. This looks like some Yu-Gi-Oh shit, straight up.
This is great. What a comforting atmosphere.
I think there's actually a meme of Gundam holding a dual disc and like a whole bunch of cards. It's pretty fucking funny.
And what is your reason? Do you intend to resolve this situation by killing me?
I am the Warlock, Gundam Tanaka. Heroes, lords of
Yeah, there's something about the word warlock that just sounds cool as fuck. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but warlock, just, you know, you got wizard, you have witch, and then there's warlock. It's just like, what the fuck, dude? Like, okay, the word forge is a great example. Forge is one of those words that you can't just say, right? Forge is one of those words where you have to say it with, like, a deep, gritty forge. You know what I'm talking about? Like, it has to be, like, very serious and very deep and very, like, meaningful and purposeful. I love that about that word. Forge. Like, you don't forge a blade, you forge a blade. You know what I mean? It's different.
You'll drench your soul with evil until the bitter end, huh? Splendid! In response to your spirit, I shall kill you with all of my might. I won't go easy on you. Don't even think about holding back. Don't waste your breath on cowardly tactics. Give me everything you got.
Nekomaru Nidai, your blood will drench the foundation of my empire.
Empire! Love that.
Why? Why did you fight? We were all friends. Why couldn't you stop this? Even if both sides agreed, it was still wrong.
I will not argue. I have no intention of forcing my values upon you. However, I must say this. What's the point of living if you're just waiting until you finally die? There's nothing courageous about that. That is abandonment, a mere feeling of resignation. Wait, are you telling us to just wait until we starve to death? I'd rather have that happen to us than have our friends kill each other.
Huh? Do you mean that you'd rather die?
Ever since we were locked inside that building, everyone had been dominated by that feeling of abandonment. However, nothing is born from resignation. That is simply a reason to give up.
If you flinch, you will die.
Giving up on life, that's just an insult to life itself.
Let me ask.
Have you fools heard of the term dog eat dog? Cannibalism? In zoology, cannibalism is a commonly observed phenomenon. Many creatures at some point in their lifespan engage in cannibalism. That is what it means to live. If you say killing for the sake of living is evil, then what would you call giving up on life itself? If a world without consider that injustice, then I will fight that world with every last fiber of my being. Giving up on life and choosing death is nothing but a blasphemy toward life. It is a violation of the natural order. It is the arrogance of humanity. Are you saying all that just to try to justify what you did?
But it sounds like Nekomaru felt the same too. That's why they fought, right?
Damn it.
That man had the courage to die when he needed to die. That is why he challenged me to our battle. Regardless, as I've already said, I do not intend to force my values upon you fools. I've betrayed you all. That is the absolute truth. But, even so, don't you think it's a better alternative to slowly starving to death here?
Oh.
That belief is why you committed your crime.
You...
Hey, what about the final bedroom? Did you do the Russian roulette too? Unlike Nagito, I only did it once, but... compared to my battle with Nekomaru, that was mere child's play.
Well?
You know, after listening to you talk for a while, I'm starting to think that you're really fucking cool. Can I have your autograph, maybe? Possibly. Maybe. Well, it's also because you unexpectedly admitted your crime without much resistance. Gundam, don't tell me you didn't sacrifice yourself for our sake, did you? I can't believe you would ask such a foolish question. Just who do you think I am? I am Gundam Tanaka, history's greatest monster! My cursed existence is feared by all mankind. There's no way I'd sacrifice myself for the sake of you fools. Not in a million! Not in a billion! Not in 10,000 billion years! In the name of pandemonium, it is impossible! Is that it? Then, I'll just leave it at that. Now then, let us be rid of this foolish talk. It's about time the fun started. Monokuma, let us begin!
Yes, indeed.
Yay, got it! I've prepared a special punishment for the ultimate breeder, Gundam Tanaka.
Please wait.
This is just too much.
I beg of you.
Please, Monokuma, please help Gundam.
Huh?
Miss Sonia.
I beg of you.
Fuck off, Kazuichi. Gundam's about to die.
How pitiful.
Sonia. An act as unrefined as stopping a man from going to his death does not befit a noble such as yourself.
Gundam. It's fine to start for reals, right?
Fine.
Yes, I do not mind. However,
What is it, my four dark devas of destruction? Are you worried about me? Oh, my feared four dark devas of destruction. That is not like you at all. However, there is no need to fear. In this world, I am only a temporary visitor. I was simply visiting for a moment, and now that my duty is complete, I must return to the darkness.
how fucking cool is Gundam, man? He's like a character that's edgy, that properly deserves to be edgy. Because he's not edgy for the sake of being edgy, you know what I mean? He's just kind of taboo. So I feel like he's edgy for the right reasons, like he's just very obscure. And that complements his edginess, you know what I mean? That's why Gundam is one of my favorite Danganronpa characters ever.
Pride, conceit, courage, insolence, fearful of nothing, daunted by nothing. Let us laugh uproariously. That is Gundam Tanaka. I shall stick with my evil until the very end. Open sesame pandemonium! I shall fill hell with true hell!
Goddamn, dude, he's too fucking cool.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
It certainly is. Goodbye, my friend. We had a lot of laughs, didn't we, Gundam? It's been a good ride, buddy. I'm gonna miss him. I'm gonna miss him so much. He was too cool, man. He was too fucking cool. That's why they killed him off. He was too cool for the game. Also, this execution is a little bit weird. It has some feels in it, but it's not great. I feel the same way about, oh, wait, maybe I shouldn't give V3 spoilers. Somebody's execution, much like Gundam's, is not the best that it could have been. It had a lot of potential, and it just didn't have that potential at all. Like, the execution was... it fell flat really hard. Speaking of falling flat, by the way. Flop. Yeah, Gundam was too cool, man. Too cool for this fucking Earth. I love these, though, all these dead pets. Like, that shit's really, really neat. Because he's the ultimate breeder, you know? Carrying him off to heaven, that's pretty wicked. Also, the hamster's crying, Jesus Christ, that's just like, ow. That's like the game literally just physically kicked you in the nuts as hard as it could right there.
Gundam! No!
Even after Gundam is gone, the spirit of his parting world still lingered deep in our chests. Don't give up on life. Did I misunderstand what he meant? Then what's the right thing to do? I don't know. No matter how much I think about it, I don't know if I'll ever be able to answer that.
Damn it! So pissed off, I need to throw something.
Damn it!
You all spent so much time worrying about each other, and thanks to that, things ended up like this. You're all full of shit, every last one of you. But the biggest piece of shit is me. Why am I so weak?
Oh.
Such a doubter, clearly. But still. Even though we feel this way, we still gotta do our very best.
You are right.
This time around, we must move forward. We must continue to live and believe in our friends. If not,
You are right.
Gundam will most likely crawl his way out of hell, and I presume he will be very cross with us.
You're right. You're right. We shouldn't just stand here. I mean, it's not like this is over. We still have to do it. We still have to finish this. For the sake of our friends who have died, we need to finish this once and for all. So, don't just stand there. Stand up and walk. Move forward. Live. If you don't, everyone who fought and died will have died in vain. Can't allow that.
So, how long are you guys gonna stand around chattering? The class trial is over, so it's okay for you to hurry back over to Jabberwock Island. However, the killing school trip will proceed as usual, so make sure you know that. Hold on. How much longer are you gonna keep doing this?
Seriously, how long is he going to keep doing this? How long is this going to continue?
Now then.
Alright, after feeling down for so long, I finally feel refreshed. Let's hurry back and eat some food.
Hold on a sec, that mood shit is too damn fast.
It's not like that.
Well, you know, it's like Gundam and Nekomaru said. That's what it means to live, right? She's certainly something else. But seriously, I'm starving.
Hey.
Then let's go back for now and eat. And then after we're full, let's sleep as much as we want, Hajime.
Right?
And then let's do our best again. Without everybody else knowing that we're fucking secretly. Yeah, you're right. With this, the class trial has come to an end, and once again we return to Jabberwock Island. The size of our group has definitely diminished. But despite that, even if it was just the rest of us, we did our best to stay upbeat and have fun together. Of course our optimism was only superficial, but at that moment we were able to forget about the dark despair looming before us. However, the only thing I was worried about was him. He wasn't there. He suddenly disappeared from our sight. Yep, I'm definitely lucky. I never expected to obtain so many valuable things from a simple game of Russian roulette. Thanks to that, I was able to learn the identity of our true enemy. And before everyone else, too. But it's just too funny. I mean, no one could tell that I was lying. There's no way the file had just Hajime's information. I guess they were too busy with other matters, or maybe they've reached their limit. Regardless, I was saved. Things would get complicated if they found out. Anyway, I can't forgive this.
Damn it.
This should never be forgiven. There's no way I can let this run loose. I'll be the one who stops this once and for all. Even if it costs me my life.
It's obvious.
For the sake of hope, I cannot ignore this.
Alright, Monokuma has arrived. Who summoned me?
Now then.
Thanks for coming.
What's this?
Why, it's the lonely little Nagito. Are you all alone tonight, too?
What's the matter?
So, what's up? Your face looks scary.
I see, so you can tell.
Perhaps you found out who the traitor is?
You know me well.
Wow.
Is what I'd like to say, but unfortunately I haven't learned that yet.
I see. So, even you don't know, huh? Looks like the final showdown is gonna take a little more time.
Hello.
So, why'd you summon me anyway? Were you finally gonna confess your love?
Hey.
I summoned you because there's something I really need to ask you. It's about the special prize from the final dead room.
Oh yeah, what about it?
There was information about 16 people in the file I received. But isn't that weird?
Say what?
What's weird?
You don't even know.
Well, there's a traitor from the Future Foundation hiding among us, right? Including that person, the total number of students would be 16, right?
Isn't that right?
But this file contains documents that were created at Hope's Peak Academy, right?
Of course.
That's right, I just reused the stuff that former headmaster spent a lot of time making.
But
If
this file even contains information about the traitor. Was that person also a former student of Hope's Peak Academy?
Who knows?
I wonder.
Hey,
Could it be? Is this your doing? Did you slip false information into the file? Were you trying to keep us from learning the traitor's identity by obtaining this information? What's wrong with that? If it's my job to heat things up, it's okay if I do something small like that, right?
well,
That's not my point.
right?
My point is you already know who the traitor is. What's wrong with that?
You're getting all riled up.
Well, you're splendidly correct when you say I knew who the traitor was all along. But even though I know who it is, why do you think I ignored it on purpose? It's just like Monami after losing her magic stick. The traitor's existence means absolutely nothing to me. Their existence means nothing, huh?
No.
Well, that's just how I feel. I'm sure you guys feel somewhat different. After all, that person is the evil Future Foundation lackey who's putting you guys through this awful stuff. That's not entirely true. I didn't really come here to fight or anything like that. Instead, I came here to offer my cooperation, you know? Cooperation?
Hey,
Your purpose is to fill everyone on this island with despair, right? That's why you're intentionally letting the traitor do as they please, right?
Yep.
Yep.
I...
If that's the case, I might be able to cooperate somewhat too.
right?
However, in exchange, I want to know who the traitor is. I see. Interesting. Very interesting.
No.
Obviously, that's a big no-no.
Unbe-
I mean, I want to make everyone in your group feel despair. That includes you, too. I knew you'd say that. Besides, I just wouldn't be able to handle the sadness when you inevitably betray me later on. Just as I thought, you saw right through me.
You're right.
No matter what situation I find myself in, my core way of thinking will never change. In order to create absolute hope that shines brightly, stepladders such as myself in despair exist. You're right, you're a true believer of hope after all. I must say, that belief reminds me of that person for some reason.
Huh?
Reminds you? I don't know what you're talking about, but if someone as worthless as me reminds you of some other person, they must be extremely unlucky.
Like.
But you're just as unlucky, right? I mean, the fact that you're even involved in something like this.
Well,
Am I? I actually think I'm very lucky.
Say what?
Huh?
you don't know?
Wouldn't you say that coming across this much despair is a rather rare opportunity? I can't rely on anyone on this island. That's why I have to be the one who does it. If I can eliminate despair from this island, I won't be a stepladder anymore. I'll become true hope. I'll become an existence that could even be called ultimate hope. The two of you are alike. You definitely remind me of him.
Hey,
Hey, there's one more thing I want to ask you.
see?
Who are you waiting for on this island? Huh? Looks like I'm right again. You're definitely waiting for someone on this island. Is the person you're waiting for already on this island?
Hey,
Well, answer my question.
That's.
If that's the case, if that person is already on this island, wouldn't that be exciting?
Righty-roo then. Things are certainly heating up, aren't they? Gordon Ramsay's gonna be asking for the lamb sauce in a minute. What is that, 11:13:30? Alright. 5 days left. Nice. Probably what it's gonna take for me to complete this game, one would think. Nice. Chapter 4 done. Easy. Easy fucking peasy. Surviving students, 8. 7. I can't math. 1 died and 1 got executed. Murdered. Right. There we go, that's the end of Chapter 4 of Danganronpa 2, and we got Gundam's earring. His hellhound earring. Wicked. Would you like to save? Abso-fucking-rootly-tootly posolutely. That way I don't lose my data. After being released from the funhouse, we went back to living our less than ordinary lives. And just like before, our day began with us all gathering at the restaurant. You know, every time we meet up here, it makes me realize just how crazy this whole situation is.
The restaurant clearly feels more spacious than before.
Of course it feels spacious. There are less than half of us here now that there were at the beginning.
Stupid fool.
Get it together.
Oh my.
Did you hear something?
Hey.
It's Nekomaru. That was Coach Nekomaru's voice.
Huh?
What are you talking about? He's no longer...
What's up?
I'll beat you up.
What are you laughing about? I'll beat the crap out of you if you keep grossing me out like that. Hey, that's not cool. I was up all night working my fingers to the bone.
I am concerned.
More importantly, I'm starting to get tired of the seasonings in this restaurant.
Jeez.
Seriously, I'm starting to realize how valuable Teru was.
Don't ignore me. I'm trying to talk to you about something important.
Important?
All right.
This. It took me all night to make it.
My.
Is that the Nekomaru doll?
I'm no doll. I'm Mini Maru.
Mini Maru?
I took some parts from him to make it. What do you think? Awesome quality, right? Of course, it doesn't have free will or anything, so it's more like, you know, a toy. But isn't it freaking adorable?
Are you serious? Thanks.
It's so cute. Thanks, I'll keep it.
Well,
Huh? I never said anything about giving it away.
I'll beat you up.
Don't be so stuck up. Your stuff is my stuff, right?
whoa.
Whoa, hey now! You're an all-star! That's a bully's logic. I can't read. God fucking... Well, doesn't matter. I made this to cheer you guys up anyway. Also, I did say I didn't go to school much, so, And as long as we have it, we won't forget, you know, about Nekomaru's sacrifice for us. We're standing here today because of him. So if we're gonna prevent something like that from ever happening again,
Engines revving.
I guess we gotta fight too, right? We can't just keep running away.
Gotta admit, I never thought I'd hear you say something that awesome.
Of course. In the end, Gundam told us to never give up on life. So I will never give up. I shall fight until the very end. Gundam, please watch over me.
Miss Sonia?
What did you think of my little pep talk?
Oh my.
Did you say something?
Are you kidding me?
What? I was up all night memorizing that speech.
Jeez.
And there's the punchline. I really like this. Thanks, Kazuichi.
I am Mini Maru.
Man,
Yeah, I'm only half as happy to be thanked by you.
that's right.
Oh, by the way, you can also use that to massage your sore muscles and pressure points.
You serious?
That's amazing.
Of course.
Of course, I made it after all. Seriously, thanks. I'll take good care of it.
Connie looks really happy.
Hey, hey.
Anyway, what happened to Nagito? I haven't seen him like I usually do.
You don't have to worry about that guy. He goes solo all the friggin' time.
Well,
But still, I'm a little worried about how he was acting during the class trial. Well, he's always been a dangerous bastard, but he's crossed the line, you know.
hey.
Then that's even more reason we should avoid him.
But still.
But even if we do avoid him, what are you going to do if he approaches us? Nagito's sudden change was really weird. Wonder, did he figure something out that we're not aware of?
Now then.
Anyway, Hajime, isn't it about time you told us what that was all about? Huh? That? You know, what Nagito said during the trial. Still don't realize it? Jeez, get it together. You're supposed to be the symbols of hope, aren't you? Oh, I forgot, except for Hajime, of course.
Hey, bastard.
What did he mean by except for Hajime?
Are you really the traitor after all?
No, it's not like that. I didn't really want to say it, but I guess I have no choice. To tell you guys the truth, unlike the rest of you, well, apparently I was never part of Hope's Peak Academy's primary department. I'm a Reserve Corps student from the Reserve Department.
Huh?
Reserve Department? It means, unlike you guys, I don't have an ultimate talent at all. Apparently I'm just a normal person. Is that all?
What, that's it? Dude, don't ever scare me like that.
It's not something that I can just brush off, especially since it's about me. I thought I just forgot. I thought I got into Hope's Peak Academy because I had talent all along. But shit. My whole life, I've just wanted to feel confident about myself. And I thought getting into Hope's Peak Academy meant I had finally become someone I could be proud of. Not some fucking backup student. Hajime.
Right?
Did you just swear? That's pretty hot, Hajime. Damn. Gets my loins fluttering. Cheer up, Hajime. It doesn't matter if you're from the reserve department.
Of course.
She's right. No matter what, you are our friend. You know, there's a saying in Japan.
Listen.
Fear is grateful for the danger.
Hey,
The hell? You're saying that all wrong.
So everyone was here. It was a real close battle.
I am sorry.
I apologize. I was trying to cheer you up, but I ended up saying the wrong thing.
Well, it doesn't matter. Stuff is just hard to say sometimes.
That's weird. Maybe you can't see me?
Huh?
Whoa, what the heck? You're covered in blood.
You saw me? Yes, that's right. The mana beast this time was very strong.
Gross, don't get close to me. Get out of here.
No gratitude. I'm being treated like filth.
Hey, hey.
Hey, why don't you clean that blood off? We're trying to eat.
Yes, I'm ashamed of myself.
Wipe, 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 wipe.
There we go. Now then, allow me to report to you all once again. After a fierce battle that's never been seen in history, I finally succeeded in conquering the last mana beast. Because of this, it's finally possible for you to travel to the final island.
I see.
What a thin reaction. It's like I'm surrounded by tons of shabu shabu from an all-you-can-eat restaurant. Don't tell me. This again? You're gonna say stuff like, it's not like we can get off this island. Why bother going to the new island?
Well, it's true that I don't really expect much.
don't misunderstand.
But who said we weren't gonna go? Obviously we're gonna go, dumbass.
Huh?
So,
Assuming we were thinking about running away was a mistake.
I'll show you my...
Because if we can't run, we'll fight. I'll crush everyone who put us through this crap in one blow.
Hey, hey,
Fight? Seriously, that fearsome group is called World Ender for a reason, you know.
what are you saying?
Why, did you forget what you said earlier?
Hey, hey, hey!
Dumbass, I only said that because I was trying to impress Miss Sonia.
What?
Don't brag about that.
Settle down.
If you have the power to fight amongst yourselves, then direct that power toward our enemy.
All right.
Now then, let us go forth. Offense is the best defense.
Damn right.
You're right. Now's not the time for us to be bickering. I don't really get it, but when Miss Sonia talks like that, my blood starts to boil.
All right.
I'm getting pumped up. Let's charge our way to that new island.
Starting to get pumped.
The Future Foundation, Monokuma, Monami. I'll crush them all at once.
Even me?
You guys seem reliable. Hey, don't talk like you're not included. You're our friend too, you know. You're right.
Leave it to me.
Then I gotta do my best too. Aw, and Chiaki. As we left the restaurant, the expressions on our faces were clearly different than they were before. They were filled with strong will and determination. Armed with that, we began walking toward the last island. But the clouds in my heart still lingered. I couldn't stop thinking about the reserve department. And that filled me with this strange, uncomfortable feeling like a small bone was lodged in my throat. But I tried not to think about it. I tried to stay focused on moving forward. There we go, Chapter 4, finally complete. Smile at Hope in the Name of Despair, Chapter 5. Chapter 5 is pretty wicked, by the way. It has really awesome music. With the Mana Beast gone, we crossed the 5th bridge and arrived at the final island. The music here is wicked.
The last island.
Enormous buildings towered everywhere, as if the entire island were one gigantic city. It felt very sci-fi, as though the island was a snapshot of an urban metropolis from the near future.
I guess it has an ambiance befitting of a final island.
Alright, there we go. Right, that's gonna be Danganronpa for tonight. And, I have a surprise for you lot coming soon, probably around next Friday or so? Maybe Saturday? Who knows? That is if I can figure it out, because the PSN wallet is very, very annoying. So, we'll cross that bridge, pun intended, when, we get there. So I'll see you guys later. thank you for joining for some more Danganronpa. I'll see you guys soon. Thanks.